We were just wasting time until 2. That's right. We were trying to find things to do until 2 o'clock. So that we could figure out what happened when time maxed out. We did have things to read in my inventory, so I should do that. We
The
having a good one?
face of King Fleecell
I
smiles
should do
at you.
this.
For some reason, the smile now strikes you as more forced than it did before.
I don't want to... I don't know if I want to build up my communism, you know? Let's see what they mean by local concerns. I want to catch up on international developments.
This section includes a long, tedious critique of the latest round of free trade negotiations between the EPIS nations and the Free State of Semenine. You also skip over an article about heavy fuel oil smuggling along the Messina border, something about bear wrestling in Samara, book riots in Yugograd.
I am literally just trying to pass
Face
time.
it, you really aren't interested in foreign affairs. You're not even sure where most of these countries are.
My character is literally me right now.
You flip back to the front of the magazine. The table of contents unfolds before you.
I gotta take a mental health day on communism sometimes. I just don't have the spoons. It takes a lot of spoons for communism. Let's see what they mean by local concerns.
Unsurprisingly, much of this section is taken up with articles declaring unqualified support for the dock workers' strike.
Okay.
You skim the headlines. Paint the harbour red and white. Martinez tames the wild pines. A city in revolt. First we take Martinez, then we take La Delta.
Like, is Kim from Martinez? I can't remember. This is actually perfect because this is like local concerns. So there is a dock worker strike going on because the people at the dock don't want to work. And there is a whole union strike going on because some of the people want to work.
Finally, there's a brief article by the writer, G. Martin, accusing the owner of the Capeside Apartments of illegally attempting to evict certain communist tenants simply for not having paid their rent.
Charging rent just to live somewhere is pretty outrageous. Okay, see? More communist propaganda. I gotta be careful. If I weren't for the Wild Pines, all those moochers would be out of a job. Damn communists should have killed a lot of them when they had the chance. What's so lovely about Disco Elysium is it actually is like... It's kind of me, you know? Like, our character right now is very me-coded, you know? Like, I am a volumetric shit compressor. I literally am just telling him to compress all of his shit, because that's what I do. I am so satirical, and I love to always pick the satirical option. So, of course, I'm going to be a superstar. And I have a longing to figure and find my way home. Oh, my God. Like, this game just reads into your soul. It's almost like a tarot reading with these cards, man. My traits are my tarot cards. It's picking up. Should have killed a lot of them when they had the chance. Why should I care? This doesn't have anything to do with me. Wouldn't it be better for everyone if labor and capital could reach some reasonable accommodation?
According to these editorials, there can be no accommodation with the forces of international capital or their mucilaginous allies in the coalition. Why do communists love puerile insults?
Puerile.
And they wonder why they're always being left out in the cold.
Hold on. What's this about the coalition?
Judging from the context, it's something very large and fundamental. You should probably know about it already, honestly. You flip back to the front of the magazine.
Okay, we didn't waste much time with that.
It's the letter you found in the trash. A cabbage of papers hanging from the board, with the permeables drawer inside. It's barely held together by a clip, then made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner.
Water time.
It's proving to be harder than expected. You just don't have the intellectual rigor to patch the quilt back together.
It was a low check.
Try again later.
There was like, what, a 72% chance of failing that? Lonesome Long Way Home is actually screwing me here. Smell it.
The acidic stench of rotting food is rubbed off on the cellulose. It now forms the base of the experience. This base surrounded by a faint air of spoiled meat, the stuff of death itself, and then sprinkled liberally with the citrus zest of toilet cleaner. You know, like the bits they put into public piss bowls, probably called Fermi Discrete, or Axel, or something. At some point in its journey, the ledger has seen the inside of a public toilet.
Shut up, Nose. I don't need your help. I don't need anyone's help. If I don't need my nose's help, then what am I doing? Which toilet would that be?
Which? You're not sure you smelled this one yet. Or worse, you have the nagging feeling you might have missed it.
Also, I can't. I'm trying to waste time until 2 o'clock.
You're
But I'm
back.
running out of stuff.
Good. What can I help you with?
You seem rich. Can I have some money?
Is what you want to say,
Yo.
but it isn't that easy, is it?
What? Why not?
Look at that lady. Take a gander. Squint your eyes, bub.
What? Nice fabrics?
Why, yes. Tucked away under that sturdy green raincoat, almost
Straight
rustic
us.
in its simplicity, a silk shirt and matching scarf around her gentle throat, while dull orange pearls hang from her earlobes, red from the cold. Her light green eyes scan you, full of knowledge and worry. Wealth and all its possibilities.
Yeah? So?
Now look at you. You misery-clad simian. Barely able to tie your own laces.
Okay.
Your armpits are lakes. A scythe of booze precedes you. Your hair sticks to your forehead and your underwear feels uncomfortable.
Okay. Yeah. Just let me ask this woman for money.
You're poor. Poor as balls. You can't ask this person for money. You're too...
As I should be. I'm even considering this is a woman and I'm a man. No. Get those gender roles out of here. I'm a goddamn working man. I'm not ashamed to shake this leech for some dough. What is this feeling? I've never felt it before. I'm not ashamed. Ashamed? I should make my own goddamn money by now. Well, I don't want to sell Kim's rims. I'm a working man. I'm not ashamed to shake this leech for some dough.
You think your little communism protects you from this feeling? No. The more demeaning it is to grovel at her feet.
You see, I pick the communist option without even realizing, you know? Like, am I communist?
Oh God, the lieutenant is here too. Do not dishonor the force.
As I was saying, if there's any way I may be of assistance, please don't hesitate to ask.
So, heard of billions? Mazovian socioeconomics approve. It gives it these fancy words, but I know it's just communism. Oh my God. Say it. Do you think she'll give me money? Oh no, but literally Kim's here. Like, did you see this? This was the game telling me not to say it. The lieutenant is here. Do not dishonor the force. You got a 92. No, imagine if this landed poorly. Can I save? This is the one moment in my life I'm going to do this. I just want to see what happens.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Like, if I fail this, that would be unbelievable.
Voila, you're doing it.
Okay. Give me money, please. Look, I just want to deck out my friend's ride. And he needs those rims for his wheels. So, give me more money. You're doing it.
Really put your back into it. Yell it from the top of your lungs.
Oh my God. You seem rich. Can I have some money? Can I have some money, ma'am? Help me, I'm poor. I need money to keep living. Money. Please, ma'am? Money.
Of course. How much do you need?
She's surprisingly nonchalant about this. Could it be that she somehow knows more about your predicament than she's letting on?
I need 130 real. I don't care. My pride, Kim's wheels. Kim, I'm doing this for you.
That's a good sum. Not too small, not fantastically large.
She reaches into her raincoat and pulls out a zip bag. In it, you see paper notes arranged like black gills.
She removes a few notes and hands them to you. The paper is cold and oily to the touch.
Good. We won't be needing to go to my Kineema then.
Whoa, whoa. Did you see how easy that was? Ask her for more. Toot toot, train to Moneytown.
No. Nay, 'twould be dishonorable, and mine honor is my life, man. The fact that that's my second option after begging for money is unbelievable. It would be dishonorable. My honor is my life.
Can you eat honor? Are you an omnivore? Give me a break.
Are you an honorvore? Is so good.
So, I hope I didn't just bribe you, officer. It may not be technically illegal under the Emergency Act, but still.
Don't worry. I feel no emotional connection to you, even though you gave me my money. So, funny that you worried about this and not your ruthless exploitation of the entire human race. Ow! I'm still getting my head around this whole money concept. You were just helping me out. Honestly, I'm kind of there with it. I think I'm just going to say I'm still getting my head around the whole money concept. I could say I'm your little peon now. You were just helping me out.
You're right, man, that donations are permitted under the Emergency Act, unseemly as it may be, as long as they are properly logged with the precinct.
Which he most certainly will do. Now, how else can I help the RCM today, besides supplementing its salaries?
That's all. Thank you. Kim, let's go. Oh, thank God. Thank God. Thank God. Thank God. I did not know that was going to happen. So thank God I asked her for money. I'm curious what happens in game at 2 a.m. though. Like you guys told me that the game time ends at 2 a.m. I'm just like, can I waste time until 2? Not
Inside,
again.
you see a set of steering levers,
Bobby.
a radio microphone,
Thank
a
you for
pull-out
lurking.
toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Tap on the fuel preheater gauge.
As you tap on the gauge, the indicator pin jerks as if startled. It's in the large orange sector, indicating the engine is warm. Next to the gauge is a red switch labeled heat.
Now, that's enough fun with the foldable headlights. I know they are mesmerizing. They are also fragile. I'm not going to turn it on for you again.
Oh, Kim, I'm just trying to waste time.
A rusting control panel with loose wires dangling out from the hole where an indicator light used to be, and a mechanical lever sitting in the middle.
I think I did this. Nothing
This
happened.
panel usually closes the water lock, turning it into a bridge that lets you
Yeah.
pull the lever all the way up until the metal clicks against the contact pins. You hear a soft clunk. Then, nothing happens. A
There
spring
was a
brings the
quest.
lever back to its original position.
I need to
You
close
still
the
need
water
to close the
lock, yeah.
water lock to get across the canal. Wasn't there a sign over there saying functionality will be restored on Wednesday morning?
Stop. Between those trucks down there. Smokes. Go get them. Oh my God. No, you're not picking up those smokes. No. I picked up something last time and Kim, I was just carrying around alcohol in my bag because I pick up everything, right? And then Kim made a comment about how he had noticed I was carrying alcohol around with me the whole damn time. Like a little asshole. Although he was right. As an alcoholic, I should not have been carrying alcohol around in my back pocket. That is sus. About the money.
Yes, have you got it?
I have it.
Well,
Slam the bills down on the counter. I hope you choke on it. Here.
great. Thank you, officer. That's all I wanted. Payment for services rendered. If you continue to stay here, I just ask that you please pay your nightly bill in advance starting tomorrow.
He's not sorry about his behavior for your sake. Now that you have money, he really wants to make sure you're not angry with him.
Oh.
The electronic lock to your room has been disabled till 9 p.m. tomorrow.
He takes out his keychain and fiddles with the mechanism behind the counter.
Please pay for each night in advance starting tomorrow. 20 real per night.
Okay.
I'll take a room here too.
He opens his wallet.
Of course. Always happy to have officers from the RCM as guests. Anything else I can do for you?
No drink. We couldn't get a fridge. That's right. We just couldn't get it until the morning. It's just too late, and we needed to talk to Mañana, I think, and he wasn't out, so I can go to bed now. It's 1:37, close to nighttime. I can level up. I'm gonna wait. Kim, are you gonna follow me?
This is the door to the room you redecorated.
Good night, Lieutenant.
Just a moment. We should talk about our progress on the investigation. Let's go out to the balcony.
Okay.
The air outside is brisk. The lieutenant is silent for a moment. He listens to the traffic hum. Then,
My old man Yowie is starting. Get out your popcorn.
Water time.
Now then, we should talk about the investigation. But I also feel you're a bit hazy on the RCM. Our role here, our rights, our jurisdiction, basically.
He lights a cigarette. I
Stretch
didn't know you smoked,
time.
Kim. I didn't know he smoked. What are our powers exactly? The RCM. I didn't know you smoked. I want to ask him how he thinks today went. I didn't know you smoked, Kim.
I have a cigarette every night when I go over my notes. It's something of a ritual.
oh man, he looks so devastatingly cool with that cigarette.
I think I might want to pick up smoking. Do you have any more cigarettes? How did you get so cool, Kim? How'd you get so cool, Kim?
You mean this? This isn't cool. It's an unnecessary trial of will and unhealthy.
He flicks the ash.
Keeping the habit within the parameters he's given himself takes a lot of focus. It would be easier to simply quit.
I'm not picking up the cigarettes. The debrief.
Yes, it's been a long and eventful day.
How do you think today went?
Well, we inspected the victim's body, so that's good. It was not easily approachable in that state, but we did it. Our inspection could have been more thorough, as it always can, but we have some leads we can follow up on.
Okay.
In addition, we got that body down from the tree, and we performed a field autopsy on the victim. We found some things we can really work with. I still feel like we are missing something, and there's still work to do at the crime scene too.
He's right. You could smell it. That something is missing, even under the overpowering odor of the corpse.
Now, as for interviews, my list of people to talk to here in Martinez, I mean.
He takes a deep drag and looks at the city. Okay, so he said I did a pretty good job. I like the sound of what he said. That's my forte. Unlike most cops, I understand how important communication is in our line of work.
Very important indeed. Well, we conducted an interview with Evrart Claire.
Me and Kim smoking into the night.
He
together.
wasn't particularly forthcoming with useful information, however.
He's a tough cookie. I'm sure I can get him to tell us more. I am hoping I can get him to tell us more.
Claire also helped you, how should I say, remember your name? That's a relief.
I don't know how I feel about my name, actually. I literally already forgot my name. It's a very serviceable name, too. I mean, I kind of like it. I didn't like... I remember kind of not hating it. Serviceable name.
Moving on.
Oh.
We tried to interview the Wild Pines rep, but she asked
Maybe I
us
could
to
have
do
renamed
something
myself.
for her first. Fine, so be it.
Okay.
I have a feeling Joyce knows how dangerous the situation really is. We have to get her to talk to us.
That's the woman who gave me money, right?
Above all, though, today was exhausting. What's with all the running? You run a lot. Is that a standard Precinct 41 practice?
I'm sorry, Kim. I do run a lot.
I have a really good theory about why you're running so fast, son. Just you wait until we get up tomorrow.
I don't know why I do the things I do, Lieutenant Kitsuragi. I'm training for a long distance one. I wanna raise money for charity. My mind moves fast, the rest has to try to keep up.
It's impressive, to say the least. For a man your age, especially.
He nods, thoughtfully tapping his finger on a cigarette. Is that real? Like, did I walk too much in the game? Did I run too much in the game actually new?
Those are some stylish shoes too, by the way. Those loafers. Must be hard to run indoors like you do.
He smiles suddenly. He's so cute. Yeah, these are all custom things.
Thank you for the compliment. We could manage it even in wooden clogs. There are uncanny running reservoirs in this body. God knows why.
So what are our powers exactly? The RCM?
They're quite limited, actually. The power officers of the Revachol Citizens Militia exercise most frequently is imposing fines of up to 1,000 real for offenses, in accordance with an interdepartmental schedule.
Wouldn't that be an easy power to abuse?
Yes, although indirectly, as citizens can always request records from their local station.
Okay.
Officers of the RCM have been known to take bribes of less than the prescribed fine amount. It undermines trust in the RCM.
1,000? Why not more?
The RCM's primary role is to ensure safety. We are not really supposed to play any part in the economic structure of Revachol.
What else?
We can arrest people, of course, but rather than bringing someone in directly, it's preferable to serve a station cold sleep. It prevents confusion and overcrowding.
Wait, how can you be so sure the arrestee will show up?
You can't. Those who don't show up become fugitives, though, and have fewer legal rights when they are eventually caught. It's about power projection. Thus far, they seem to mostly show up.
Okay.
When power calls you, you come. But power itself is a fragile trick of perception.
I see. And if someone resists it?
As you may have gathered from the fact that we are expected to carry a record of our kills, like the one in your watermarks, we are permitted to use whatever force is necessary, and strongly admonished not to abuse that power.
So if I kill someone who's while on duty...
You have to supply compelling evidence for why it was necessary to use lethal force. In these cases, your partner is usually your witness.
Okay.
Not a good position to be in, by the way. Internal Affairs handles these cases thoroughly, by cross-examining you for inconsistencies. It is hard to cover for anyone, which is for the best.
Okay. What happens to the people we convict?
We don't convict. We arrest and send them to
We have
coalition
an ad
government
about to start, which is
courts
perfect because I
in
need to
Courant
pee
and
so
La
badly.
Delta. The prosecution works off our testimonies and records, which is why it's paramount to keep them.
He taps on his coat pocket where he keeps his notes. And who makes all these rules? The coalition government?
Yes, the international community's mission in Revachol, and the moral intern more broadly. The RCM was formed by the coalition government to restore order in the international zone after the revolution. So we did. Now we attempt to maintain that order. No more. Or perhaps it is better to say we were allowed to form. It's a point of contention whether the citizens of Revachol or the coalition government founded the RCM.
Let's say it was the citizens of Revachol. No. Well, actually, wait. He might let me explore both.
Be sentimental if you like. Either way, the moral intern leases us the right to keep the peace in this city, and they will take it away if we misuse it.
I did not realize he wouldn't let me play out the idea if it was both. So what are our powers exactly, the RCM?
They're quite limited, actually. The power officers of the Revachol Citizens Militia exercise most frequently is imposing fines of up to 1,000 real for offenses, in accordance with an interdepartmental schedule.
I already did this.
We can arrest, as you may have gathered from the fact. We don't convict. We arrest, yes.
So...
The RCM, or perhaps it is better to say
There we
were
go.
allowed to it's probably more honest, yes. Either way, the moral intern leases us the right to keep the peace in this city, and they will take it away if we misuse it.
The moral intern. What is it?
The Moralist International are the world's largest political organization. You know who they are. They have been running this place after the revolution failed.
I really don't know. That's how bad it is in here. Point to your head.
Okay. They're a union of center-left and center-right parties across the Real Belt. Our coalition government is just one of its many projects. They also run the ICP, EPIS, most intergovernmental organizations in the world.
Okay. What do they believe in?
What do they believe in? They are Dolorians. They believe they continue the humanist project set forth by Her Innocence Dolores Day 4 centuries ago. Others say they are just technocrats.
It's a technocrat. What is their symbol?
Interesting question. It's a blue forget-me-not. Their motto is love, compassion, self-discipline. I think you can gauge what they want you to think of them from that.
Something ominous. Something even a little feminine, but in a strict manner. Something like the dark blue, serious color of the early night sky above.
Who was Dolores Day?
A historic figure? The author of the modern age? You will have to look elsewhere for opinions. The subject of humanism is too abstract for me.
For you, she is something painful, though it's hard to say why.
What do you think of them?
The moral intern are a fact. I try not to have opinions on facts until they change.
Oh.
And it doesn't look like that's about to happen.
That's a very interesting and lovely thought process. I try not to have opinions on facts until they change. That's why Kim's so healthy, man. He's so healthy.
It is more than that. There's some kind of affection in him.
Yes, I did. When I was younger. In my 20s.
Oh, whenever I pause, it cuts him off. I hate it. In my 20s, I considered myself a moralist, a blue forget-me-not, a piece of the sky, he quotes. They're not all that bad.
But the years have changed that. I don't know what I believe in now. No, I believe in the RCM. That's enough for me.
Okay, if Kim likes it.
Do you?
Things are bad out there at points of the city. We need them here, giving us the right to police and Revachol. We are students of the world's biggest bourgeois organization, protecting... I'm gonna go with the first one.
In fact, we would need them even if you didn't think that way. We are in what is called the twilight of international law. The laws we claim to enforce come from the MI. Without them, we are simply vigilantes.
I kind of like being a vigilante, though. I don't mind being a vigilante. Why did I say it like that? Maybe we should make our own law? Nope, that sounds like I'm dripping into whatever... I don't even know if that's communism. God. Making my own laws sounds like Joker behavior. Vigilantes is not okay with me. It does sound bad. Yeah, I just want to say whatever Kim wants me to hear, honestly. Maybe we should make our own law. It's okay.
Then you will adore Martinez. For many of these people, the Union especially, vigilantes is precisely what we are. Personally, I don't enjoy it much.
Yeah. I had a feeling he wasn't going to enjoy it much. He looks at the roundabout.
The lights of the orphan district are reflected in his glasses. The red and golden orbs of the motorway sliding like pearls on a string from east to west as Revachol commutes back to the suburbs. Tomorrow is Tuesday. Monday is over.
What is the orphan district? Say nothing, just look into the night. Just a district full of orphans? That can't be. We're sharing a moment with Kim. I want to say nothing and look into the night.
The dying lights of the city shimmer below. Slowly, like luminous clouds, they pass on his lenses. The lieutenant looks at his slim cigarette, contemplating the next drag. This soldier is the highlight of the day for me, he thinks. This little stick right here.
They really don't like us here. And the mouth on that kid, Cuno. It's different in land, in Jamrock and the GRIH.
He pulls on the cigarette. Why are they like this?
It's our fault for leaving this place to the dogs, to the Union, to the company, not daring to come here more often. This place has fallen between the cracks, the jurisdictions of our two precincts.
And in Jamrock and the GRIH?
We run this city. West of the river is RCM land.
He looks at the dark silhouette of the equestrian monument cutting into the night sky.
It's incredibly hard. Human beings are... But we are in control, and it's worth it. The organization works. Our systems work. If they didn't, the city would disintegrate.
Night. Captain Ptolemy Price steps into the yard. A piebald horse waits by the motor carriage, chewing oats out of an oat bag. Seagulls fly overhead. The sky is black. Captain Price wears a black suit and a standard patrol coat as he mounts the horse to head home. Rows of houses on either side, hunching over the sidewalks, and Precinct 41 with its dome roof growing distant. Around him, the streets are silent. A kid on the corner waves at the captain as he takes the turn on Petition and Main. The horse neighs. The captain nods back. Thanks, kid, he thinks. He's grateful.
I hope our investigation will help improve the situation here, at least do some good.
Me too. But I wouldn't count on any drastic changes in our lifetimes.
He is very tired, but the dark circles under his eyes make him look younger, not older.
Thank you for this.
Yeah, it's getting very cold now. Let's go.
He puts out the snub of his cigarette and looks to the door. It's 2 o'clock.
What's this? We're getting reports of normal, reasonable, temperate, political opinions somewhere in Martinez.
That's me, Mr. Reasonable. Someone's got to keep it sane around here. That's because I keep saying none of the above to political stuff, isn't it? You must be mistaken. I'm Mr. Reasonable. Someone's got to keep it sane around here. This is a thought.
The air suddenly feels calmer, more transparent in a strangely tender way. Perhaps it's the hangover. Perhaps it's a temporary surge of serotonin. But something tells you it's time to become a citizen of the Kingdom of Conscience.
What is that? The Kingdom of Conscience? First, where is the Kingdom of Consciousness?
It is not a place. It is a moment in time that can only arise in the right circumstances. In all of human history, it's only been achieved a handful of times.
How do you bring about those circumstances?
Incrementally.
I don't know what that means.
Yawn. You'd get there faster with a little speed. History's greatest catastrophes have been brought about by people trying to make the world a better place. Too quickly. That's the genius of Dolores Day. She recognized that progress is meaningless if its gains are lost because of instability. Real, lasting change can only come about gradually, increment by increment.
After Kim's conversation, this is fitting. What about all the things that are wrong now? But what's the Kingdom of Consciousness actually like?
The kingdom is difficult to comprehend, and even more difficult to describe, partly because humanity will need to discard
And how long
many
are you
of
up
the
as well?
categories that define and limit it today. The Kingdom of Conscience is post-capitalist, post-national. It's also post-industrial, post-ideological, and even post-sexual.
You know, I kind of like that. I don't know, like post? Like, are we moving? I want a new world. Let's go there right now. Is it a moralist? I want to learn more about this.
Slow down, Mr. Reasonable. Did you miss the part about compromising?
I don't want to be a
and
communist
taking
anymore.
things slow?
All right, then let's get there eventually.
That's right. Remember, real democracy is just around the corner for Revachol. When that real democracy kicks in, a long time from now, we are all going to be so much happier.
Temporary research bonus? What do you mean? I have -2 half-light. I'm trying to build my half-light. Heartache is powerful, but democracy is subtle. Incrementally, you begin to notice a change in the weather. When it snows, the flakes are softer when they stick to your worry-worn forehead. When it rains, the rain is warmer. Democracy is coming to the administrative region. The ideals of DeLorean humanism are reinstating themselves. How can they not? These are the ideals of the Coalition and the Moralist International. There's too many big words in here, I'll be honest. Those guys are signal blue, and they're not only good, but they're also powerful. What would it be like once their nuanced plans have been realized? There's so much in the political world that I do not engage with. I tend to avoid all politics unless it directly affects me. Because like Kim said, if something can't be changed, there's no point in thinking about it. Not Sylvie's suicide jokes giving me a +1 here. Let's go to bed. Good nighties. See you in the morning. Bye, Kim. Bye. So if he goes in there, can I leave again? And knock on his door? It's locked. Can I do anything with this woman's door?
The door is closed. Still nothing. You should punch a fucking hole in it.
I'm not punching the door. Kim's not here, though. No.
The murmur in your ears recedes slowly.
I'm really upset I failed this interaction here. I wanted something with the woman, but I don't think I have anything. 4?
The bed is cold and not particularly
That's the
inviting,
bed?
but it's yours. The sheets look awful.
That's my bed? That doesn't even look like a bed, man.
The option to go to sleep becomes available every night after 9 p.m.
9? Let me look around a little bit first. I picked up this tape. It was destroyed in a bit of rage. Something about Ettiner's single smallest church in St. Sands.
The
Allergies.
window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in.
Assess the damage.
The shards face outward. Whatever broke this window came from the inside.
Did I break it with my own hands? No, you probably threw something.
A fine web of scarring covers the back of your right hand, but none of it is recent.
What did this?
More likely a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor from pulling a tool back in after impact.
Assess the size of the impact.
It is too large for a bullet, yet too small for a piece of furniture. You're looking for something heavy and larger than your fist. The shoe you found on the balcony fits the hold almost as well as your foot. It would have also been heavy enough if
Really?
thrown with force.
A shoe?
Congratulations. You smashed the window with your own shoe.
What a stupid thing to do. No, I'll just lower my own morals. Maybe it wasn't me.
You mean someone else took your shoe off and smashed the window with it? Pretty much. But hey, at least you found your shoe. Not that it will keep you warm at night.
New day. Let's start the new day. Word fails to describe how rank it smells in here. They should have sent a poet.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned with the expression.
Okay, so I can actually fix the faucet. I just need to get the chain cutters in my hand. Tools.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. In it, your face, adorned. The chain cutters slip out of your hands as you attempt to twist the faucet into place. Well, you know one thing for sure. You've probably never been a plumber.
The dumbest stuff lowers my morals, man. Is that Kim's door? Kim, open up. I want to have late night activities.
The
with
window
you.
stands broken in its...
We're leaving. We're going to bed. It's bedtime.
The bed is cold.
Do a little crawly crawl.
The sheets feel at once coarse and clammy against your skin. The bed sags beneath your weight as you stretch out and finally close your eyes. And then sleep. And then sleep doesn't come.
What? But I want sleep.
Obviously, you're in bed with your eyes closed, but it's not happening.
Why?
Maybe it's the bed's fault.
Pillow?
Its synthetic filling has separated into hard lumps. The pillowcase smells oddly. Smells of alcohol and sweat and grease.
Blanket?
It barely covers your toes, stretching over your soft belly. This is your body here, intimate and warm, breathing. Under your thrumming eyelids, you see a dizzying array of colors. You won't get off this carousel quite so easily.
Roll to the other side.
It's a little better. Colors, scenes, and
love the
half-formed
music in this game,
phrases
holy
still
shit.
litter your mind. Part of you is still trying to solve the case, isn't it?
Part of you is still trying to solve the case. No more thoughts. Fall asleep. Honestly?
Your breathing steadies. A great silence washes over you until your eyelids twitch in your sleep and images start forming.
Dreams? I don't need to think about the case anymore. Oh my god. It's like the
Do you
disco.
remember the scent of your childhood?
I was born in a hospital where people usually go to die. What is this?
What it says on the can, Harry. Answer the question.
I'm curious if this is my voice, like how I sound, because it was the voice of the other bloated corpse as well, but I remember nothing.
Do you remember your wife's hand on your face?
You said who?
Do you remember the warmth of her thighs, between her legs and in her mouth?
There's no answer. I'm not answering before you tell me who you are.
You know who I am. I'm the bad day. The one where you ask her, and then later in the streets, wandering. It's the worst day of all time, Harry dear. And it's coming. She will hear about it on the phone. Reality will turn into a grotesque nightmare. This will be the last thing you did to her. Tell me, do you remember the love of your life?
Am I choosing here? Or, I don't know. I'm getting my choice paralysis. I was left.
That's right, funky baby. And you just stood there. One hand on the bottle and the other on your dick. Watching her go. Let it all be dragged away from you. Tell me, where are your friends? Human beings have friends, Harry boy. Where the hell are yours?
I can get it all back.
No, it's gone. 3 times gone and never coming back. You failed. You failed me. You failed Elysium.
What's Elysium?
Everything. The pale and the useless. On the surface. The outer magnetosphere. Burning, furious truth.
My guy.
8,000 years of written history.
He is capping my audio right now.
You really dropped the ball, Harry. 4.6 billion people. And you failed every single one of them. You really fucked up.
I've talked to you before.
No, Harry. You were just talking to yourself. That's all you ever do. Even in your dreams. And the act is wearing thin. The spots of the disco ball fade around you. You'll be back in those cold snakeskins in no time. Sweating up the bed. Stinky boy.
Not my limbic system calling me a stinky boy. Shut the fuck up. That cut me so out of it. I can come back from this.
You're not coming back from shit. Thrashing around in that high conductivity state of yours. Bumping into things and acting like a clown. Who are you kidding?
I'm trying to solve this case.
You're trying to what? I can't hear you. This is just a word dream now. Jumbled up garbage. The pictures are gone. The bed rises to meet you. A thin, sleep-like state. More glass than velvet, grinding in your head.
So something is wrong. Sleep shouldn't be this bad, this dry, this unnourishing. There's something wrong with your thoughts. Some kind of new type of hangover.
God, there's another type?
Oh yes, party boy, and it's worse than the one before. Just think of the shit you saw. Here it comes too. So soon already. A silent alarm goes off in your head like clockwork. Barely let you sleep at all. Time to get those clothes on, Harry.
Stinky boy. This is graphic comedy.
Time to go to work in the shit factory.
Do I heal my morale every night? I must, because I was missing 2. Because I was like, I definitely do not have healed morale after that dream.
Good going, buddy.
Oh my god. What the hell was that? Is that how it's gonna be now when I close my eyes?
Yes. Wait till you see the one with the chick in it. It's gonna be a good one. You feel even worse this morning than you did last night.
What chick?
You don't know? You don't know? Some broad that messed you up. It'll come to you. It always does.
What's going on with me?
You mean, why are you so tired? Too tired and down
The disco
to
lights
even
are
think?
perfect.
It is worrying, isn't it? You can't be a detective like this. Detectives need to be able to think.
I really love the way this game portrays mental health, because you can really feel that someone who understood wrote it, you know? Why is this happening?
It's just that your heart has finally pumped all the speed out of your system, Buster. Time to get some more.
I mean, more drugs?
Don't do that. Stay strong. The hangover will wear off. You don't need to keep doing this to yourself.
Oh no, oh my god, I can opt in. What am I opting into? Doing drugs? I am not going to look for speed. What is speed?
Speed is a potent central nervous system stimulant. It kept you propped up all day yesterday, despite your debilitating hangover. How else did you think you even got up from this floor? You got up from this floor because of a holy vow you made 16 years ago. With me. To wake up exactly 7:30 every morning until the day you die.
My volition's pretty low, man. I mean, I'm like, my psych is high, though. Like, my psych always comes through. Strong psych. Get me out.
Don't be silly.
Just a
There
little
was
drugs,
no
man.
vow. You were high on speed. That was the only reason you got up. You can't detect without it. It's that simple.
You know, I just don't think drugs are the way, you know? I don't think so. I think I can take this. I am not gonna go looking for speed.
Are you sure? Ready to live as this pathetic shell of yourself for days? Basically, a week. Let's be honest, 2 weeks. Maybe 3. You won't make it. Half the town will be dead by then.
That's a long
You
time.
will be fired.
That's a lie. I can do this without the speed. Half the town will be dead. I'm opting out. No speed.
Suit yourself, slow, sad shell man. See how you do without your spark.
It's fine. It's fine. Kim, where are you? Harry loves the alcohol and drugs. I'm trying so desperately to stop him from smoking his cigarettes and do his speed and drink, because I genuinely just think, like, it's only gonna hurt us, you know? If I'm trying to actively make Harry's mental health better, using and engaging in... Oh! This is open! Using and engaging in things that are only helping dissociate and cope in negative ways are not positive for my young man, Harry Dubois. Good morning, Kim, my legendary superstar. Hi.
Looks like we can get to work at once. The union muscle turned up. They look rowdy. We should talk to them.
Why do we need to talk to them? What do you mean, rowdy?
I mean ungovernable. Martinez isn't exactly enthusiastic about the RCM being here. They prefer to be policed by the union. These men here. Men who drink beer for breakfast? There's talk of an armed wing of the union called the Hardie Boys, who are responsible for state policing. I think it's them.
We're finally getting to day 2. Can you believe it? Woo! Are these the men Gart told us about? There are so many of them. Maybe we should call in reinforcements?
That would just escalate tensions. No captain would sign off on it. Solving one murder isn't worth a conflict
I have
between the
to pee.
RCM and the Debarders Union. In fact, even the death of 2 detectives might not warrant an all-out war. So let's keep a cool head, okay?
Got it.
He's not exaggerating about that mortal danger, just calmly factoring it in. Your fists clench and your pulse rises uncomfortably.
Okay. Are these the men Gart told us about yesterday?
I completely forgot. Sorry, I had a rough night's sleep. It's them by the looks of it. Loud and nasty, just like the manager said.
Kim, I hope you didn't sleep as poorly as me. Don't worry, we're going to deck out your wheels the second we're done, and it's going to make everything so much better. It's literally why I'm still fucking existing, Kim, so.
One loose thread less to worry about, and one big problem to replace it.
I leveled. I should put one into volition because I am trying to keep my moral up. I kind of like it. I'll keep the other 2 for now. Why do we need to talk to them?
Everything points to the dock workers union. The belt used for hanging him, the circumstances in Martinez, my preliminary information. Which may, of course, all be wrong. But we still need to talk to them, and it won't be easy.
Okay, let's roll.
One more thing before we do. We don't have to talk to them immediately. We can walk right past them, continue with our business.
Oh, but I want to.
Good. A power move. Purposefully concentrate on something else first.
Well, I guess I could go put the body
They're
away.
in no hurry to leave. They think they own the place. Anyway, I leave that choice to you. Whatever you decide is fine by me.
Okay. Then we'll do that. We'll take a little bit of time.
Got the 20 real? Good. You got the room for the night, but remember, you'll need another 20 real tomorrow.
Okay.
How could anyone forget, asshole?
Literally. Fuck this guy. Hello?
Just a moment, officer.
Lena?
And there's no public phones nearby?
The closest phone booth is down the coast. Sorry for the inconvenience, ma'am.
He appears to be genuinely apologetic.
It's fine, I understand. Thank you anyway. Now then.
She turns back to you with a weary smile. Good day, ma'am. Everything all right? I am the police. Can I help you with something?
Please don't trouble yourself about me, sweetie. I was just hoping to make a call, but the Whirling's phone line isn't working.
I can help her.
The union office probably has a phone, but I can't really get there or to the phone booth down the coast. And Gary's phone is dead, too.
What's wrong with the phone line?
The manager was vague about it.
Yeah, the manager sucks a lot of fucking ass.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi,
Oh.
may I ask what you needed to use the phone for, madame?
To let the young woman who's house-sitting for us know that we may be delayed. Morel, my husband, and our friend Gary were supposed to get back by Monday night, but they're still missing, and I haven't heard from them. I was also hoping she'd heard from Morel.
Oh, I kind of need to help this woman.
Oh, forgive me for not introducing myself. My name is Lena. My husband and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
So, where do they go?
You hear that? Someone's missing. There could be foul play afoot.
I love missing person cases is a very weird sentence.
That's right. Now skip the foreplay. Time to dive into the dark alleys. Start shaking down the usual suspects. You know, legwork.
Legwork!
Doing some good will alleviate the hangover. At least you're of use to someone.
Okay, good to know. I'll bite. Has your husband gone missing before?
That's just it. This isn't like him at all.
Where's
he
my pen?
always plans his expeditions so carefully.
I'm ready.
A cold breeze hisses through dense thickets of reeds. Something sweet in it, somnolent. A damp chill goes down your spine. When you look around, you're still in the whirling in rags.
But you have more important things to worry about.
You don't notice this about me, but actually I have lost all memory of the world and myself, and I have no idea what I'm doing. What is this expedition your husband was on?
Just some field work, sweetie. Morel is a highly trained scientist. He and his assistant Gary are studying an extremely rare species of insect.
Oh.
But they should have returned by now. They were just going down the coast across the water lock to set a few traps. He said they'd be back on Monday. What could be keeping them?
The water lock. That was broken. Could this be it?
Oh. The waterlock to the
my
other side of the
favorite
coast is
traveling
broken.
companion.
Welcome in. They're probably just stuck over there.
Oh my. What happened to the water lock?
Probably just some technical problem. Technical problem?
Well, whatever the cause, I'm thankful. To both of you. You've spared me another sleepless night.
What is she? A cryptozoologist's wife?
You're welcome, ma'am.
Glad I could help.
I hate to ask, but if your investigation takes you to the other side of the coast, please do keep an eye out for my husband.
I will, Lena, the cryptozoologist's wife.
This will surely lead to a cryptozoological mystery with that extremely rare insect.
And if you see him, let him know Lena is waiting for him here at the Whirling. He gets so tangled up in his work that he may not know the water lock's been repaired. And it's cold out there.
If I see him, I'll let him know you're here. When or if I get there. Yeah.
Oh, you're such a dear. Thank you, sweetie.
Tell me more about moral looks, character, your relationship. Tell me more about this rare insect your husband's looking for.
Oh, sweetie,
It's weird that he's looking for a
fascinating.
husband.
But I shouldn't bore you with
Insect.
entomological minutiae.
No, bore away.
The lieutenant gives you a sideways glance.
Oh, okay, fine. I guess I don't have time for insect facts. Let's talk about something else.
Of course, dear.
That made me sad. So your husband's some kind of scientist?
Oh, yes. A
See,
zoologist.
she has pride.
A cryptozoologist, to be more precise.
What's a cryptozoologist? What's
It's a
cryptozoology?
pseudoscience that attempts to legitimize research into mythological beasts and urban legends.
The lieutenant sounds unimpressed. Kim?
That's one opinion, yes. And people are entitled to their opinions.
My apologies, ma'am. I did not mean to undermine your hobby.
It's not a hobby, dear. It's a subfield of zoology. One specializing in animal species that are so exceedingly
It's how
rare
Mothman got
that many
studied.
assume them to be extinct or
cryptids.
even fictitious.
I see.
Searching for such species called cryptids is
Like people
difficult
looking
and
for Bigfoot.
often thankless. And frankly, many scientists are too lazy to do it. Universities these days are rarely interested in supporting real research.
I still think
She's
she's cute.
completely internalized her husband's struggles. They are her own.
Maybe you could convince her to tell you about some cool cryptids. Okay.
There's really no point in manipulating anyone. She'd be only too pleased to tell you about her work. Go on and ask.
Hey, Lena. Lena, I'd like to hear about some of the cryptids you've studied. Could you just tell me about a couple of them? Okay. Tell me about a couple of them.
Oh, I'd be delighted. Truth be told, I could really use the company too.
Okay.
One cryptid, not a couple. One. This won't turn into some kind of cryptid extravaganza.
I love the sound of that. All right. One cryptid. Promise, Kim.
He nods and assumes a waiting posture. Cryptids, cryptids. Let's hear about all the interesting cryptids.
What's the biggest cryptid? What's the most dangerous
The
cryptid?
gnome of Jeroma.
The gnome of Gerona. That doesn't sound too bad.
Oh, it is. None of its victims survived. Grieving relatives never even found their bodies because the gnome's venom dissolved organic tissue.
What did this cryptid look like?
It was reportedly a small creature with webbed fingers and a protruding forehead and an ungainly little thing. Quite scary to look at. A couple of campers found it when it was already dying. They heard an odd wailing in the woods and followed the sound. They were scared and wrapped it in tarpaulin to suffocate it. It still took the gnome of Jeroma an entire day to die.
If the body of the creature was found, why aren't there detailed illustrations of it in science textbooks, confirming the existence of these very little species?
The lieutenant can't help himself. It's so real. Oh my god.
Alas, the first scientist who got his hands on the creature's corpse put it in a jar of formaldehyde, thinking that would detoxify the gnome's venom.
Are you kidding? So they what?
Instead, all the venom leaked out of the creature's teeth and into the surrounding liquid, dissolving the creature itself. A poetic end, perhaps, but a real loss for science.
Okay, I told Kim I'd only do one, and this game tends to remember stuff like that. So I will try to conclude, even though I actually love talking about cryptids. Oh, maybe the tiniest. Let me do the tiniest cryptid. Kim, just deal with it.
Hey, you promised you'd only ask about one cryptid.
It'd be dishonorable to renege on the promise. We can move on for now.
He nods approvingly.
Tell me more about Moral. Looks, character, your relationship.
Oh dear, I'm not sure where to begin.
What does your husband look like?
Well, his expression is slightly grumpy, but his eyes are always bright and curious, like a small boy's. And his palms are quite coarse from all the field work, but he's quite gentle.
It's always a challenge to describe the person you know best in the world.
Let's try again. If I were trying to meet him on the street, what would I look like for you?
Oh, well, he's a bit shorter than you, but with a larger frame. And he has longish white hair, usually a bit uncombed. You might say wild, even.
That's good enough.
The lieutenant pulls out his notebook and begins jotting down the woman's description.
One other thing, he'll likely have all kinds of field gear on him, even if he's not out in the reeds, you know, just in case.
How long have you been married?
We'll be celebrating our 16th anniversary this autumn. Not the most numerically satisfying anniversary, but I like the less obvious milestones even more somehow.
How did the two of you meet?
Via dating agency, I'm ashamed to say.
It's not a shame.
I was looking to get back into the scene after recovering from my accident. And he'd just divorced. We hit it off and, well, here we are.
I have everything. Let's move on.
I hope I've been useful.
I'd really like to hear more about cryptids.
You know, to hell with it. Let's have more cryptids.
Yes, Kim!
Of course, officers. Is there a particular cryptid you two are interested in learning about?
Invisible? No, you didn't answer me about the tiniest.
Hey, you promised you'd only ask about one cryptid.
Oh my god. Are you kidding? I don't want to renege on the promise. But Kim, you were...
He nods approvingly.
That's all for now, ma'am. You can't do that. That was like hot and cold, Kim. Tomatoes are so thinly sliced you can see through them.
The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod, acknowledging your presence.
I need a fridge to store a corpse.
The man keeps shaking his head. His eyes seem sad. Then he starts swiping crumbs off the countertop.
I don't think he understands, officer. We need to find some other way to make ourselves clear.
I need to get the corpse into the fridge. Wait, what language is he speaking?
He's from Grad, a Koiko.
The lieutenant informs you.
With the mention of the word Koiko, the cook starts talking excessively, his hands up in the air again. He's happy for some reason.
I need to get the corpse into the fridge.
Why am I the corpse?
He turns his eyes to the cook, who gives you both a big bright smile.
Doesn't matter. I don't think he understood us anyway. He wouldn't be smiling if he did.
Make stabbing motions at the meat on the cutting board. I guess it does do chapter 1, 2, and 3. I just need a better damn quest map. I need a better damn quest board for Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, man. Make stabbing motions at the meat on the cutting board. I don't think this is gonna be it either. Point to the fridge. Dead body in the fridge.
Oh, no. Body no fit fridge. Fridge more.
How do you know? Maybe it's a small body.
No. I know.
Listen to him. This is a man who clearly knows about bodies and fridges, and bodies fitting into fridges.
You're right.
Okay, we have our answer. It won't fit. We need a bigger fridge.
I don't need anything else. Stay masculine. Now, I actually do think she is the one who had stuff about the fridge.
Let me handle this.
Oh, no. Elizabeth, you... No. Not what I wanted. Not what I wanted.
Detective disorientated.
My favorite traveling companion.
Are you still wondering where you are?
Welcome in.
This is Martinez, in case you've forgotten. I advise you not to overstay your welcome.
Wait. You're the gardener.
No, I am not a gardener. I'm a legal counselor for the Dock Workers Union.
You know, and we could have figured that out a little bit because of what Cuno said, that no one had been doing work. That's right. That's right. I forgot that piece of information. That's the problem with only playing Disco Elysium once every week. But that's why I wanted to play today, so I didn't forget anything. She tricked me. She straight up tricked me.
So let's get to it. You're looking for Titus Hardie? You think he has information that will help you? Maybe he does. That's Titus. Talk to him. But know this. I'll be keeping an eye on you. No strong arming. Nothing official. The District of Martinez does not recognize your authority to make arrests.
It doesn't matter if you recognize our authority. We will make an arrest if we have to.
She says nothing. Her glare speaks for her.
The District of Martinez does not recognize your authority. No, bitch. I am the law. If one of these homies killed that guy out there, we are going to arrest him, my darling.
You're sure Easilio mentioned something about a lawyer, Elizabeth someone, but you're too dumb to remember what it was.
What if I want to talk to you, not Titus? Honestly, why are you so aggressive? What if I want to talk to you, not Titus?
What you want is of no significance, officer. Don't test your authority. In Martinez, you are no one.
She has such a soothing voice, it's hard to be mad at her, you know?
I saw what you were thinking. You want to say, what are you going to do to me? Don't. Just because it's in your head doesn't mean you have to say it. You will not lose out on anything good by not saying it.
Volition and authority telling me not to say this only makes me want to say it more. What is your role in all of this?
Like I already told you, I'm a legal counselor. Do you have hearing problems?
Hi. Why are you so aggressive?
Aggressive? You make your living enforcing violence. These people are just dock workers.
Have you ever met Kim? Okay. Don't give me blanket statements about the police, all right? Girlie, I'm on your side. But have you ever met this man right next to me? Okay. Kindest, most loving man ever. Enforces violence last thing on his mind.
So you were spying on us, and now you represent murder suspects. Just dock workers.
Listen, you
I don't know about
Marlington
me, but
lackeys,
him?
You're a mob, enforcing the unlawful privatization of Revachol. 20 fat men in the Occident are stealing it all, and you're their bodyguards.
Fuck yeah.
The tall, broad-shouldered man takes a sip of his beer. We're gonna leave them here for hours.
So ask what you came to ask, or get back to your commanders.
The world needs a financial buffer zone. No need to get emotional. The privatization is not unlawful. It's cool and funny. Maybe you're just not historic individuals. I don't know where you heard that, but it's wrong. The RCM is principled and strong, unlike you socialists. I like that. Good start. Let's take it a step further. Armed uprising. What are the union's plans? Yes, let's do that. Let's ask those questions. The RCM is principled and strong. I don't want to say unlike you socialists, but this is the only one arguing against her. She literally does have a point. I know. God, I know. And I don't even like sticking up for myself or my organization because you've seen the rest of my organization when you talk to them on the phone and they suck. Why am I between 4 and 3 and they're the complete opposites of each other? The RCM is principled. Ugh, no. Let's just ask those questions. I feel like, no. Ask those questions.
Let's.
Her expression stiffens. I should talk to Titus then. I want to... Nope. Titus. We're leaving. Is that a hat? I'm not going in there. I genuinely think if I go in there, we can go in there later.
You keep coming back. That's
You're
good,
cute,
officer.
son.
Keep browsing those clothes. Keep saving that economy.
Oh, right. I did actually talk to this guy. I forgot. And I didn't want the itchy pants. I have to close the water lock on Wednesday. And I have to find the smoker on the balcony today. It is indeed, in fact, Wednesday, isn't it? Should be done by Wednesday morning. No, I think it's Tuesday and it's telling me it needs to get done before tomorrow, probably. Find booze and drink it. I'm not gonna do this. The jam mystery. Where's the rest of the armor? Go to the harbor gates and ask the Jolly Mesk about the armor. I don't think I can get down to the harbor gates. Who else has unauthorized access to the whirling trash? It might take a while. There's something Joyce wants to tell me, but I have to present her with my badge first. Ask around about the tattoos on the victim. Send the victim's body for processing. Lieutenant will take care of it. Check twice to see whether you're done with all corpse-related tasks. Okay, so I don't want to do that just yet. Got it. Someone reported the hanging to the RCM. Maybe if you find out who it was, it may shed new light on the events. Keep searching for the caller despite lacking any obvious leads. Yeah. I don't think I'll get the secret passage. Get a hold of a sad song on tape. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. If I can't sing the piano man, I'll be sad. I have to find Manana, and I can actually do that now, so let me do that now. So, he stares at you with his hazy eyes. It was nice enough.
It's but a rest area on the path leading across open plains.
He nods solemnly and then turns to you, a wide smile adorning his face.
Right. You talk to the boss, eye to eye, like men of the plain. If you have any more questions, I'm set to talk.
Evrart said that you have a key to a door. Hey, you're the man in boots at the gates. Cuno said you know about the armor. He's got money.
The little boy had the good on his promise.
His promise?
To get me into trouble. To sick the pigs on me. Pardon the choice of words. Not mine.
What happened?
I was asked to look into that armor situation. Official union probe, you know. Track it down, see who took it.
Okay.
Did you?
At first I thought, why not? Maybe the pieces can feed the strike. Buy us a few more days under the sun, you know? So I went to this boy. He said he'll make me his prison bitch. He's got eyes everywhere, the cops in his pocket, and he's the king of Jamrock. Serves me right for doing menial footwork. I dropped that probe right then and there, and it still got me into trouble. One bad move is all it takes.
So Cuno used this to what? Scare you?
It's a minor nuisance. It's all good.
He contemplates taking a swig from his flask. No, surreal, I would.
He thinks, not yet. Better to get this business out of the way. Sweeter then.
The probe into the armor. What did you learn?
I learned that people don't want to talk
this?
to a drunk union man about some armor.
What else?
Not much. Technical stuff mostly. That was the interesting part.
What sort of technical stuff?
I did some research into this armadura. Let's say I have friends at the library. I didn't get into the material science, just how it comes off.
How does it come off?
In parts. 4 in total. The helmet was the first to go. The kid says he tore it off and kicked it into the sea. I believe him. The boots were still on the guy last I saw. Too hard to... So, as I count, there are 2 parts missing. The gauntlets and the cuirass. This is where I left off. Too much hassle. More like a job for some militia.
I have been pronouncing the word... What did he say? Cuirass? He said it very Spanish. Cuirass. Cuirass? Am I saying this like the most American way ever? I feel like now I'm looking at this word and it looks like the most foreign word ever, but I've definitely said it before. It's his chest piece. Hold up, 4 pieces. Helmet, cuirass, gauntlets, boots. What about the leggings?
Oh, they're just gone. They don't exist anymore, if they ever did at all. Forget about them. I did.
I'm gonna find 1 piece of it. 1 is enough.
Nice and balanced. Some junior officers can take care of the rest.
Really get Kim to trust you. It's a good day. It's a good day! I love that this is what got him to trust me.
Smart choice. It's only that one spot you need armored too. The one the bullet hits. Good luck if you go for those boots though. You'd have an easier time wresting the spurs off a boyadero than getting them off him.
Thank you for your cooperation, sir.
No problem. If you see that kid, thank him from Call Me Mañana. Thank him for showing me the way.
He is sincerely grateful he is not tracking down pieces of armor right now.
Evrart said you have a key to a door?
A key, huh? What door is this key supposed to open?
I don't know. Some whistleblowers, I think? He said it belonged to a weasel. I was hoping you could tell me.
Of course. I got you. You don't know anything.
He taps the side of his nose with a little wink.
I got that key right here. And let me tell you, it's mighty good of you to help us out during the strike. Working class solidarity, as they say.
I see. So this is the quest for Evrart. I heard something. I was like, what key is he talking about? And because we are kind of looking for 2 keys right now. We're looking for the key inside of the inn, the green door, and then the key behind that Everett's paying us to do some shady shit with. I heard something about a weasel. It didn't sound like a local polar weasel, if you know what I mean. Wink. I'm not opening this door myself. I'm opening it for all the working men. I'm not really doing this for political reasons.
Oh, so the none of the above type, are you? I get it. I get it. I like to keep my distance too. But it doesn't matter. It's a good thing you're doing. Thanks.
You're welcome.
What you're looking for is a basement door behind the greenhouse. That's behind the whirling in rags. That's all I know. Our organization is what you call compartmentalized. Means we keep out of each other's business.
Okay.
Okay, but where did you get the key from?
The janitor gave it to me. Nice fella. We talked about life and things that really, truly matter. None of this mess we're in. This jiving and juggling. What's it for? To feed our children, I guess.
Anything else I should know about this task? This weasel person when I'll be home?
I'm more of a philosophical dock worker. I like to talk about the big picture stuff. Who I am, who you are.
Oh my god.
What we are fighting for.
Who he is and what they're fighting for. This is interesting.
Any idea who killed... No. Why are you striking?
We're negotiating our share.
Your share?
Aye.
He seems pleased with himself. How large of a share would you like?
All of it. However, right now we want all the harbor workers to be on the company's board, so they could take part in the decision-making process.
Right, which is like 400 employees, which is so stupid. Are you a communist?
No. I don't think I'm a communist. Seeing something of value and saying I want it all to myself is a much older and simpler notion. No science to it at all. Even a weak child can think it. The only things holding someone back are I can't and I shouldn't.
But the stuff you do aligns admirably well with the World Republic. Why not call yourself a communist? You shouldn't take what's not yours.
I have nothing against communists. They are honorable boyaderos. And they have good analysis. But my own code serves me well. If my code starts failing, a code can fail a man as well as a man can fail a code, then I will have to submit to a new one, which may well be communism.
It sounds like you're a communist who thinks he isn't doing enough to call himself one.
See, I am primarily a lazy person.
He looks very amused, as if thinking about some private joke or mystery. The boss, man, Evrart. What can you tell me about him?
I think it's best you make up your own mind now that you've met him. In my eyes, he is a capable organizer and a decent businessman.
What does bossing the union entail anyway?
I guess you kind of get to be the village chief. He oversees the harbor, makes deals with the owners or other relevant parties, watches out for his own.
By that, you mean corruption?
By heavens, why would he not be corrupt? We live in a harsh and disordered world, see? And in this world, the old man is corrupt for our benefit, and we know it. Appreciate it even. He is, personally, not too lavish.
That does seem lavish to me.
He is reasonably lavish, sure. That's his prerogative. It's not like you want a saintly demeanor on a corrupt motherfucker. That would be a manipulative illusion.
That's true. He's got a point, and I don't like it.
Besides, there are no non-corrupt systems in the world anyway. And moralism is the most corrupt of them all.
Yeah.
Not you, you would like to say. But then there's that weasel door.
You seem to have spent a lot of time thinking about the political situation.
Sure. I've had the necessary free time. Fortunately,
he's just
there's
sitting here all
always
day.
time.
Is that it? He spreads his arms wide, using the reach to show how much time he has.
The look in his brown eyes conjures up an understanding. For him, having
playing with my
command of his
dice.
time is the most important thing. The man sits on the railing, his hands reaching far and wide. Yet it feels as if he could, effortlessly, go even wider, if need be. An endless torrent of time.
I need to know. Do you have any idea who killed the hangman?
The mercenary, eh? Who could have killed him? That's indeed the question. Why even do such a thing?
The harbor is a prime area of suspicion. In your opinion, are the dock workers involved in the killing?
What a thought. Why would noble workers resort to such a thing? Unless they were pushed, of course.
Pushed how?
Your dead guy was an enemy combatant.
I don't know what that means. What does that mean?
He was an agent of the opposition, attempting to undermine our honorable efforts.
Did you kill him?
I ain't the murdering type, but that's just me. Large organizations like our union have all sorts of men, with all sorts of skills.
Okay.
He means a more violent faction could easily take care of such a thing.
Okay.
Understood.
Also, hi,
This has
Kami.
been of limited use. Still, thank you.
The lieutenant takes a note.
No problem. I wish the best to you in your search. Sure, I'm glad it's not my search.
God damn. Because you didn't want to straight up do it.
Yes?
Okay. Now, ask around about the fridge. That's right. We needed a fridge. The whirling Frit or maybe Cuno. They said some of the local kids, but I have not seen any local kids. Like, there has been no local kids. There's Cuno, there's Cunoette. Are there other children here? Who the fuck are you? And how can I reach you? Is she standing on the balcony? I have to talk to Cuno again anyway.
Fuck does Cuno care?
I talked to Manana about the armor.
So?
He raises his eyebrow, projecting aggressive indifference. So?
You should thank him.
Nothing. The tip really paid off. Good job.
What? Don't be playing Cuno off as a snitch bitch. The oldest trick in the book, people.
Are you snitching, Cuno?
This is some ancient bullshit, people. Cuno would rather take 10 than snitch. Pig's full of shit. Get the fuck out of here.
You found a real nice button to push. Turned the tables on him. You're a little bit closer now to understanding this kid.
It's high! I made him look like a snitch!
It's not Cuno. It's Cuno S.
I can try to separate them. Interesting. How?
Cuno S is by far the worst of the two. Cuno has no problem being near you, but the other hides behind the fence, afraid for her life, like she's done something very bad.
Oh.
She came up with that psychopathic scheme of screaming for help before. Cuno just wanted to talk to you about his name.
Kunoise was the one who wound him up and directed him.
Also, Cuno hasn't stopped talking to you, even enjoys it from time to time. When you talk to the other one, it's like talking to a cornered animal. She only hisses and says murder was the case that they gave her.
He's right.
All in all, Cuno respects madness. You cannot hope to outdo her on that front. You must win yourself a few minutes with him alone.
Okay. I can try to separate them. Let's try.
Fuck you whispering about?
He's whispering too. He's going with it. But watch what happens.
Fuck you f***ing whispering about!
If Cuno wants to whisper, he's gonna fucking whisper, okay? Let's whisper, pig.
Oh my god.
This is it. You've got him. But be careful. You can still fuck this up. Don't make Cuno look bad in this.
Okay. She's gonna control you is negative towards him. She's fucked up. This could work. Let me try this.
She's not fucked up. Everyone's fucked up. Stop judging shit.
Okay, he's right. Why is he so mean? Cuno will say the most absolutely rancid fucking shit ever, and then he'll turn around and go, "Stop judging shit, man."
Wrong move. But he's whispering still. You haven't lost him. Just don't mess up again. Or you will. There are no guarantees here.
I feel like the first one is wrong. I didn't... Oh my god, when was the last time I saved? I'm so upset. I don't want to mess this up. It says don't make Cuno look bad. The second one, that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, it's so similar to the first one. You all say one? Okay. I shouldn't vote since I know which one is correct. I'm like, I think... Okay, I was thinking that one was more like one was more... It's probably the more manipulative choice, but I thought he would see through that. 2 is so similar to the other one that I think it's just going to be wrong, you know? I don't see how this is making him look bad, but maybe it's making her look bad, and he really likes her, and it would be like me like someone else talking shit about my sister, you know? Like, I wouldn't want someone to talk shit about my sister, but like, I could talk shit about my sister, you know? Cuno, listen to me. She's trying to control you. We gotta get you out of here.
It's okay. The pig's trying to pit us against each other. Not gonna let him do that.
Fuck!
Idiot. You bungled it up.
I knew it! I knew it was 2. I should have went with my first instinct. That was my first instinct! It was wrong to call her crazy, but she is scary. She is scary. You're right. I shouldn't have called her crazy. Even the game was like, fuck me, man.
That's it.
Chat is dumb.
That was a bad, manipulative thing to say. You should understand. I got you this far. I couldn't get you all the way.
Empathy literally was like, bitch, you just too dumb. Oh my god. Good timing on that.
Try to fuck my Cuno! Try to fuck my Cuno away! Me and Cuno are tight. We ride for life.
Okay, I'm trying so desperately to do like a full playthrough where we don't fuck anything up, right? We don't go and load any saves, but I have been trying to get that fucking...
A chill comes over you, the wind from the boulevard south, lashing you for trying to separate them, for trying to take the street out of Cuno.
Can I do it again? Or I don't know. I can try and...
Cuno doesn't fuck.
Okay. I can try again.
Fuck does Cuno care?
I can try again. Cuno's male Cunoese is his sister, I think. They're related, right? They look related.
You were too pushy last time. Think this through. Try to really understand the psychological bond Cuno has with Cuno-S.
They're giving me another shot. Okay, so what's the deal with Cuno-S? Cuno-ese, Cuno-S-y?
Just look. While Cuno has no problem being near you, she always hides behind the fence.
Yeah, like she's done something bad.
Like she's done something very bad.
Okay.
She came up with that psychopathic scheme
I
of screaming
see.
for help
Scary. I know I'm
Cuno
seeing.
just wanted to talk to you about his name.
That's why I said she
Cuno-S
was
the
scary.
one who wound him up and directed him. Also, Cuno hasn't stopped talking to you.
Make choices
even
for me.
enjoys it from time to time.
He does.
When you talk to the other one, it's like talking to a cornered animal. She only hisses and says murder was the case that they gave her. All in all, Cuno respects madness. You cannot hope to outdo her on that front. You must win yourself a few minutes with him alone.
I could do this again?
Fuck you whispering about?
No way they'll let me do this again.
He's whispering too. He's going with it. But
Fuck you! If Cuno wants to whisper,
Okay, it's the
he's gonna
same
fucking
shit.
whisper, okay?
Let me through.
Let's whisper, pig.
this is it. You've
What's
got
up
it.
with her?
But be careful. You can still fuck this up.
I can't believe they let me do this again.
Don't make Cuno look bad in this.
What's up with her? She's terrifying.
Crazy. You don't know the half of it. She's not crazy. She's insane. Dangerous. She's smoked a man. She's done people in. Probably even pigs.
Stop talking to him! Cuno, I'm fucking warning you! You're gonna get us into shit!
She understands what you're trying to do.
She understands what you're trying to do. Well, obviously, she's smarter than he is.
Yo, see? Did Cuno not tell ya? Cuno told ya. Cuno talks to whoever he wants. Talk, pig. Cuno's got it under control.
He hunches down again.
You did it. They're separated.
Okay.
He's even turned his back to her, so she can't read his lips.
What's the language that she uses? Is she your sister? You think she has anything to do with the dead man?
Yeah, she would have liked to fuck him up, but she didn't. Cuno wasn't around, and C was with Cuno.
What does that mean? And Cuno, oh, like she was with Cuno and Cuno wasn't around. Where were you?
Cuno's gonna put you at ease. We didn't do it.
What do you mean she smoked someone?
Cuno means she killed someone. That's right. C's a killer. Like, actually a killer.
His little green eyes are fixed on yours.
Really? Isn't he too small to overpower someone?
Are you getting this? You think I'm fucking telling you a joke here? How hard do you think it is to kill a fat ass? Sweet talk him, then knife him. She's probably killed a pig too. I mean, I'm pretty sure she has.
Come on, she hasn't killed police officers.
I knew you pigs were too naive for this shit. Good thing Cuno's got her under control. Cuno keeps her calm.
He feels eyes on the back of his head and stops.
The creature peers at you both from over the fence.
Creature.
There is something searching in her eyes. Fear.
You say she's insane. What's that language she uses? Napa Kimpi? Vagari?
Fuck knows. She says it's the song of her people or some shit.
What people?
Crazy people. The fucking Nakis. I don't know.
Isn't she your sister?
Some things are too awful to dwell on. The Nakis and Brunkaris might be some kind of defense.
New best. Is she your sister?
Fuck no, she's not my sister. She's just a stray who got in. Like a mad dog or some shit.
A stray?
Yeah, she was just there.
What do you mean? She was just there.
What was that, Cuno?
The little one twists her neck looking at our building.
She was in the hallway, dripping wet, by the fucking shoe rack, in the dark.
The hallway there with the janitor's closet?
Yeah, that's the place. She was just balled up near the closet, psycho style.
Why was she dripping wet?
Cuno's got no fucking idea. Her hair was all wet. I think she pissed on the floor too. She was there for 3 days, in the corner, every time Cuno went out.
You said she got in. How?
I don't know. Someone left the door open. Cuno comes home and she's sleeping under the desk, under a pile of clothes, like a dog.
What about your parents?
Cuno's dad doesn't give a shit. Doesn't even see her there, or thinks it's fucking Cuno. Shit's all on Cuno.
Cuno, Cuno-S, two of a kind.
Why is she called Cuno S then?
She fucking looks like Cuno.
You don't know her name?
No one knows her name. Cuno calls her C.
You said she's insane?
Yeah, she's psycho. None of that kiddie psycho, cat burning shit. She does the real deal.
What's the real deal?
Snuff radio shit. Believe me, pig, you don't want to know.
How are you dealing with all this? Mentally? Therapist mode?
How's Cuno dealing? Cuno's dealing just fine. He doesn't need you fucking with any of it. C doesn't either.
Fine, fair enough.
Cuno's got this shit under control.
He spits through the gap in his front teeth. Well, that's one thing to do with it. She needs professional help. You can't do this alone. You need backup. I'm here for you. You need backup. He's not going to listen to me saying she needs professional help. You need backup. I'm here for you. I could just say, okay, kid. Which honestly I think is the correct answer.
Listen. C is Cuno's go-to. Cuno's protecting her. You fuck with C. You fuck with Cuno. You threaten her. You threaten to take her away.
I didn't say shit.
This is what it all comes down to. He needs you to take him seriously now.
Okay.
I'm going to kill you. I'll run when you put the cuffs on her, sneak up on you later, and fuck you up. You understand?
The boy looks you in the eyes, black pupils trying to focus.
He may not be able to do it, but he will try. Right now, he believes he will.
I need to take him seriously. Empathy told me to. Understood, Cuno.
All right. Now we can do business.
Okay.
He's breathing heavily. That took something out of him.
Business?
Yeah? What do you want? Cuno can hook you up with...
He starts, no longer whispering.
Oh, don't hook him up with shit, Cuno.
See? Relax. He respects the Cuno. Cuno made him respect the Cuno. You respect the Cuno, you get all kinds of shit. Cuno's gonna get you hooked on illegal narcotics if you run a little errand for the Cuno. Get you hooked, pig. Get his hook in you. Then Cuno gonna get you hooking for more. Cash in big style. Pig hooker.
There are some lines that I don't have anything to say. I have no retort. I have nothing. There's nothing there, man.
That's right. Cuno's a candy store for pigs now. Get ready to be rewarded.
Oh, shoot! I can buy the pants off of him. Could I not buy them before? I guess I had that one moment earlier and I missed it. Let's talk about your shack again. Ooh!
The fuck do you want with it?
Nothing.
Good call, Pigmeister. Don't come and talk to Cuno about his kingdom.
What was that about running you an errand and illegal narcotics? Those pants are sick. They add stuff unfair and physical, but I literally can't buy the pants. It's locked. And I am curious how to open it back up. What was that about running you an errand and illegal narcotics?
Cuno gets it from his dad. Cuno and his dad are major suppliers. That's where Cuno gets his lightning on.
His eyes bulge. Their veins reach out like tree branches. It's locked because of money. Oh, it's too expensive. I see. I only have $4.60, so that makes sense.
Problem is, Cuno and his dad had a little falling out. Now junkies clawing at Cuno's door. Streets going mad. Cuno's got to throw his dirty popo man at it.
Okay. Okay.
Dirty popo man is you. In there is Cuno's violent dad on steroids. Cuno's dad does steroids and speed. If you can take him, you can have half of the speed.
Who's your dad? I haven't talked to your dad. Where is he?
Cuno's dad is a fucking monster. He's the most violent man in Revachol. He doesn't give a shit about a single thing. He drinks too.
He says proudly. How much material are we talking about?
Like half.
Half of what?
A baggie, but like in this vial.
That's not much material at all.
Fuck you talking about half a G? This shit is giant, grade A shit. So clean you can barely see it.
You can barely see it because there's barely any.
I've made up my mind, Cuno, and this is what's gonna happen.
Okay. Cuno's listening.
Okay. I'm gonna go in there all guns blazing to get that speed because I need it. I'm gonna go in there, but not for the speed. I'm going after the most violent man in Revachol. I'm going in there for justice. I'm a narc, Cuno. I'm going to confiscate the crap. I'm going in there for justice. I'm a narc, Cuno. I'm going to confiscate that crap. Lie. You need speed. I'm not going in there. I'm going after the most violent man in Revachol or confiscate it.
Sure, whatever. If you survive, make sure to bring that shit back to Cuno. Cuno's almost out. You wouldn't like the Cuno when he's out.
I'm not bringing you your speed, Cuno.
Just get in the apartment building. Cuno knows you already fucked your way in.
Christ.
Cuno knows everything.
He aggressively points at his eyes.
Go to room 12, first floor, and kick down the door. Police violence style. Cuno style. And then it's action time. You're locked in the room with violent fuckheads. That's it. Next time Cuno sees you, you better have his shit.
What the hell are you signing us up for here?
I'm gonna kill Kuno's dad. Come on, Kim. Obviously, I'm not gonna take it. We need to get drugs away from a minor. I want to kill Kuno's dad. Is wild.
Okay, then.
He couldn't see it. It's $15 for the pants. I just need a little bit more money.
Cuno doesn't fucking care.
Kuno doesn't fucking care. Yeah. Okay, so his dad is in the apartment building. His magnesium is over here. Let me talk to the kid really quickly.
Hello again, sir.
A good fridge. I need it. You wouldn't happen to know a good fridge, would you?
A fridge?
Yes, like a big fridge. A cop could put a dead body into.
You mean like the ice bear fridge? Man, that's scary.
Ice bear fridge?
Yes, like a bear, but white. There's a fridge below the building in the basement, with red glowing eyes. I went back there once, behind the bookstore. Mum doesn't want me to go there anymore. Not that I want to. It was pretty scary.
And there's a big fridge there.
Yes.
How do I get inside the building?
That's a problem. The only way in is through the bookstore, but my mum is pretty strict about not letting anyone in. But I don't know. You're a policeman. Maybe you can convince her somehow.
Okay, I can do that. She says it with admiration, eyeing you up and down.
Anyway.
Okay, that was helpful actually. Let me get that fridge. One of the corpse fridges. She straight up has a corpse fridge. Hi, mother.
Welcome to crime, romance.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Yeah.
A golden pendant hangs around the woman's neck in the shape of what looks like a tiny fish head trapped in amber.
A curious pendant you're wearing. Narrow your eyes mysteriously.
Oh, yes. Helps to have an anchor in these times.
Before I go, you seem to be well off enough. Can you give me some money? Are you the owner of this store?
I am. The proudest owner of our little
Did I not
shop
talk
of
to
culture.
her? I remember I did.
She has fine-tuned her voice to find the most welcoming approach for attracting new customers. It doesn't work.
I was told there's a huge fridge in the building's cellar. Can you lead me there?
A fridge? No, I don't know anything about a fridge. Aren't you interested in books?
Shit. Are you kidding? What if I want to buy a book?
Goodness, you were already doing good, browsing the shelves. Why'd you stop? Don't you feel compelled? Go. Get back there. The books await you.
What type of books do you have?
Everything is on the shelves. Take a look yourself.
How
the
do I get
shelves
this?
compel you, don't they?
She's attempting to mentally direct you towards the shelves. She only wants you to buy the goods. She doesn't care about the books.
Do you even know what books you have for sale?
Truth be told, not really. My sister brings in most of the goods.
Oh my
I'm
God.
sure it's all very literary stuff.
Imagine
with
owning a
well-written
bookstore like
prose.
this and not knowing what's inside. This is like my dream. You're living my dream,
But
bitch.
you don't learn about the important things in life from fabricated stories.
What do you learn about the important things then?
Truth is available if you just know where to look. And you have to open and free your mind to understand.
I'll take a look.
She smiles and nods, seemingly relieved.
The girl outside mentioned that this place is cursed.
Cursed? Who said that? Annette? I will have a word with her. This place is not cursed. It has a robustly magnetic energy. Good for commercial activity. My business is thriving, sir.
Doesn't feel like it's thriving. Feels ghostly.
Farewell. Now, I'm thinking I might just be able to get through.
You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room. A strange
gotta go get ready for a
cage-like
concert.
trinket dangles from the curtains.
God.
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only.
Shopkeeper, what's behind the curtains? No, examine.
You see some kind of charm, an irregular polyhedron assembled from bones, sticks, and straw. Inside, a disturbing fish head with empty eye sockets stares at you. Aside from poking at it suspiciously, there is nothing else to do with the fish head charm at this time. The curtains remain shut before you.
What's behind the curtains?
Nothing. Now please go back to browsing the books. Don't you
Hi,
feel
Tom.
compelled to look
How
at the
are
books?
you?
The
How you
books
doing?
are all you care
Oh,
about.
look at that little badge. The books are all you can't fucking make me think the books are all I care about. I swear to God.
Oddly enough, the more she tries to draw you away from the curtains, the more alluring they become.
Pull open the curtains.
Just as you're about to pull apart the curtains, the petrified voice of the shop owner cries out once more.
Ah.
Sir, don't touch that. I told you it's off limits for the customers.
Her hand has closed around her pendant. Her fingers nervously played with the talisman.
Parapsychologically speaking, we're done if you decide to open them. I won't be held responsible for the consequences. It's too dangerous.
Okay.
She looks away, mumbling. Why is everyone always messing with the curtains? Why can't they just buy books like normal people?
I've heard there's a fridge there that I need.
Everybody suddenly needs something from there. Leave the curtains be. It's what it wants.
She's very good at hypnosis. You want the books! You want the books!
Okay, so what's in there has a will, and it wants you to enter? This is bad.
Is this about the curse?
No, it's just a storeroom for the employees, I told you. Now please step away from the curtains.
She's almost begging you. This is different. I'm a police officer. I need to get in there.
Why? It's not like anyone was killed there.
She stops abruptly as her hand flies over her mouth, baffled by her own bluntness.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to be so impolite. Just please don't go there. I can't allow that. You'll only make things worse and unleash the powers.
The powers.
The curtains do seem frail suddenly, not robust enough to contain a slippery darkness.
I sense this place calling for me. I must investigate beyond the threshold.
You do? My God, even more reasons not to mess with the curtains. Just step away, dear sir.
I don't care. You can't stop me. I'll open them.
No! Please just talk to me, officer. Come here and let's talk this through before you decide to do anything extreme.
Lies. Rip them open, we say. There is something mysterious about the curtains. Be careful.
Fuck.
The curtains, tattered with age and covered in dust, hang before you, as if taunting you.
Rip them apart. I need to get in here. This is my quest.
You see a dimly lit room full of dusty furniture and trash. A doorway stands in the back, covered in dozens of scary little cage-like trinkets, your shadow looming over it like an omen.
I warned you. You're unleashing forces beyond your understanding.
Okay. Can I talk to you first?
I wasn't kidding when I said we're parapsychologically done. You clearly don't care about the consequences. What gives you the right?
I detected psychic emanations from within and was compelled to investigate, sweetie.
Don't expect my help from now on. The back door is locked and I threw away the key. I won't trifle with such forces.
She fiddles with her pendant.
Do look at the books, though. The books compel you. You may be able to make up for this by buying a lot of books. I hope you're a voracious reader.
Do you feel that?
Feel what?
Close your eyes. Reach out with your feelings. There's something paranatural at play here.
Para what? Paranatural?
Nonsense.
Oh, shit. I've never had shivers before and I really liked it. What is that? Shivers. Raises the hair on your neck. No way. Oi, oi. At high levels, shivers makes you seem mad to the outside world. As you listen to the city, you don't listen to others. Your superiors may begin to worry. With a low shiver, though, you will seldom hear the city speaking to you. And if you cannot hear it, how can you ever save it? You're right, I feel it now.
Of course you do. You don't even know what it is you're feeling. But you can feel it. That's the mark of a true remote viewer. The time has come to connect to RVD HQ. By establishing a connection, you'll have proved yourself worthy as a remote viewer.
Close your eyes.
Everything all right, detective?
Shh. I'm trying to connect with the remote viewers division.
This again? Come on, detective. The joke has gone on long enough.
Ignore the lieutenant. He's never connected with anything paranatural. You're on different planes, metaphysically speaking.
Keep your eyes shut.
It takes time to block out the sounds of the world. But once you do, it's like you're on a wavelength. Not like any natural wavelength. No. There seems to be something on the other end. If only you could listen closely enough.
His voice is just so nice to listen to. Oh shit, we're remote viewing.
Oh, for God's sake. This is a bunch of...
Kim! I'm talking to my psyche.
Bzzzt. Do you copy? This is RVDHQ. Anyone there?
RVDHQ, this is Firewalker, reporting for duty.
Can it be? We haven't heard that name in ages. Welcome to the RVD, Firewalker. Bzzzt. You are a special man, and definitely not imagining it.
I liked that. Is that a remote viewers division? It is. Close your eyes. Let the consciousness surge forward. A sharp pain fills your body as the inner eye opens violently. A cascade of presence, some benevolent, some malicious, flicker into existence around you. And oceans of souls, different minds, different languages. There are so many of them, and their thoughts are so loud. It's scary and so hard to control, but the rubbing your temples with your fingers seems to help a bit. Do that. Yes, good. Now you just need to concentrate really, really, really hard. This is like my dissociative, like, this is me trying to be present when I'm dissociating. I'm going in here, and I'm saving first. Ghostly silhouettes of hair dryers. No insane person would ever put their head into such a machine. A vaguely androgynous portrait of a man. Merely looking at that unmanly haircut threatens your masculinity. Bitch, shut the fuck up. What do you mean, unmanly haircut? Oh, so I'm like...
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of little oddly shaped trinkets and charms. It appears to be locked.
I love that haircut.
What if you just break it down?
Maybe I should break it down, but not before I strategize.
That's right. Take in your surroundings. You need to have a solid ground and a proper posture if you want to succeed.
First, check your posture.
Steady breathing. Solid core. You've got this. With one shoulder forward, you're ready to smash into the door like a battering ram.
Check your surroundings.
The room is dimly lit and littered with old barbershop rubbish, but the path to the door is clear.
What about the door?
It's made of a solid block of wood, but it has stood there for ages. The hinges are old and coated with a carmine layer of rust. It should be doable.
Knock.
Only an echo. No one is there. A hollowed out, dark echo.
Let's go. He's the best. Oh, no, he's not. He's a fucking failure.
You smash into the wood and see a small crack appear on the door frame. It's going to take one more try to break through to the other side. But you've done it.
That was not easy.
You're not thinking of trying again, are you?
The lieutenant stares at you as you stand there silent and brooding. Well, I only have choices. Fuck the system! Hands up now! Fuck, it hurts! This is so good. Kim wants to talk.
What is this place?
It's an adventure. No idea, Kim, but my head hurts. My head hurts bad, man. No. Let's just pretend that it doesn't. God, I love the way this went. It's the netherworld beyond the veil. Looks like a gym to me. It's an adventure. It might be Archetype's boxing club for young athletes. Wait, did I read about it?
I think you're right, though it looks like no one's been here in ages. I doubt the electricity still works. Good thing we have a flashlight on us. Don't forget to take it out of your bag before we move on.
Some specks of dust shimmer in a faint beam of daylight falling from the window. Other than that, the room is dark. An eerie feeling rises in your chest.
What if there's a reason why no one's been here for ages?
Yes, because it's closed. No need to look for supernatural explanations where a banal one will do. Now let's move on, shall we?
He's so cute. I love him, I love him, I love him. Wow, look at the way I hold that flashlight. I love the way this works. Oh my god, I've never held the flashlight before. It smells like leather and sweat. Sand is dripping from a punch bag. A putt ball. The poster says Sidious Fortis. The rest is worn off.
A barbell lies on the floor. The color has worn off its weight plates. It's 60 kilograms. Your triceps hum at the sight of these weights. Show the world what kind of beast it's dealing with.
Impress Kim.
There are no collars on the barbell. This is a safety hazard.
Shit. We can impress Kim now.
Why does it feel so familiar?
Oh shit. Look, Kim, it's a trap. There are no collars on the barbell.
You're right. The weight may fall off. Better not touch it then.
What kind of bastard would just remove the collars? It should be a felony.
It would be a violation of EPIS safety regulations if the gym was still operating, but it isn't. No one's supposed to come here anymore.
Is this familiar because I'm a weightlifter?
No, it's not that. It's the stale smell of rubber, the squeaky sound of sneakers, your bruised knee against the mat, and a whistle. Then the feeling is gone. A memory from another life. When you were young and fit.
Let's leave. I can't do that. Worn out wall bars. They look unsafe. B, everything is unsafe. The hallway's blocked by old window panes and debris. Shit. Wild animals stare at you in the dark, stuffed and mounted. Poor animals, no rest for their bodies after death. A large demijohn full of strange liquid. Ugh. Airship rotors covered in spiderwebs that remind you of blades. Ugh. The music. Blue velvet, soft to the touch, moth bitten. Skis with the slipstream printed on the laminated top layer. Production schedule filament memory. Just filament. Its intricate structure covered in dust. The filament contains information that can be read using a radio computer. Got it.
Your flashlight slides over an old green chalkboard covered in scribbles, sketches, and schemes, like some ancient cave mural. Some of the writing has faded with age, but you can still make out sections here and there. Photos and drawings have been pinned to the board.
Inspect the drawings.
These lithe, pointy-eared creatures appear to be different types of welkins. You make out autumnal candle welkins, casting, wax-based, magic translucent welkins, with organs shining under their skin, and even ether welkins, hailing from the vast emptiness of sidereal space. Who are all those creatures? Fantasies of a tortured, feverish mind? One of the welkins, towering among the rest, appears to be different, however.
Examine the welkin. This is important.
It's Vara Hamira, a high welkin, his face white and scarred like cracked marble. This is clearly a welkin supremacist. The note says, all non-welkin races will be purged. The Haldor, the Twarg, the humans, and even headless men, all of them, purged. Imagine a world filled only with welkin, green welkin, dread welkin, and the high welkin to rule them all.
An inordinate amount of time has gone into drawing these little welkin creatures.
Literally! I was about to say, an inordinate amount of time has went into describing the lore for these welkin creatures. One of them is a welkin supremacist. Who are these creatures? Who drew them? Are they real? I have so many questions. Why would someone spend so much time on this?
Some people really like building a world, I think. Even if it's just for a game.
Yeah. One of them is a Welkin supremacist.
Mm-hmm. Political commentary. That one has a great beard, too.
Who are these creatures? Who drew them? Are they real? I have so many questions.
This looks like concept art for a project. It's not really real.
Was this concept art for another game? Well, this has been educational. Let's move on from the Welkins.
Just look at those details. So much effort.
He's so cute.
And for what? All gone.
Inspect the photos.
The photo collage depicts barren, icy landscapes wrapped in perpetual night. You see permafrost and glacial landforms, dead trees grown in under the snow. Entire oceans have been frozen from shore to shore. There are pictures of settlements on dried-up riverbeds, abandoned in a storm. Animal corpses in the dark, carcasses and bones. Albeit dark and cold, this vision also feels cozy in its own way, like eggnog or morphine.
Eggnog and morphine
a
are
much-needed
cozy.
respite from our own world.
Also, sorry, I'm cleaning my water bottle.
A pinned postcard reads, "The heat death scenario. A desperate fight for geothermal energy engulfs the world as
Okay.
Morel becomes untethered from its sun,
I
drifting
examined
through
the
the
two
universe."
things that were probably going to take the longest.
This
Let me do the
is
schedule.
a monthly calendar from the year 50. Cryptic words like sprint, daily minimi, and GPI span the marker-drawn grid. The grand scheme of production and money. It looks a bit like an academic calendar, only much more brutal. Everyone is constantly teetering on the edge of the abyss, an abyss of production. These squares look orderly, but beneath them is chaos,
I see.
worry, pain.
Keep reading what happened.
As time goes on, the numbers in the boxes grow rarer and rarer. The board becomes an empty snowfield in the final days. Only failure and regret dwell in this region.
Looks like they didn't make it.
Yeah. The lieutenant looks at the frigid ice field of nothingness.
A note in the bottom left corner of the chalkboard says, "See the prod schedule filament for details."
Inspect the notes.
The handwriting is only partly legible, but you can still make out 3 slogans: "Call in, tune out," "Wirral untethered," and "Heat death of the universe."
Your
The
guy,
full
it's so
text reads, "Heat death of the universe is the new black." Another note says, "The biggest advancement in role-playing systems since the 30s. Outside, a cold wind wraps the building in its bosom. Snowflakes in the wind. An old woman passes what the locals call the doomed commercial area. She tries hard not to look at the bookstore windows. It's unwise.
Feel free to chat with
This
us.
old
We'll call you out.
fireplace is covered
That
in
was
lines
too much of a
drawn
lore
in
dump.
blue and
I did
red
not get
marker.
any of
The
that.
mesh spreading over the stone like blood vessels on alabaster skin. It looks ghostly and strangely ancient. A diagram for summoning some time-forgotten being. The symbols seem very esoteric. Radio frequencies, it seems. UKV 123.6, UKV 123.7, UKV 123.9. Some written notes, too. Sparse and cryptic.
Radio frequencies for what?
Unclear. It looks like a cardiovascular system split into veins and capillaries. Very advanced.
We're dealing with something medical?
You think so? The web is comprised of radio stations, all lead back to one red heart, titled the Game Master Frequency.
This is like some
A
D&D
note
thing.
says, this one can listen in on any station it wants.
Never mind.
Looks like a surveillance program.
Who's the game master?
Someone very important. The leader of a massive on-air game built by these people.
What's the game the news
Whoever
playing?
decides to call in to a call-in station, it looks like. A list of names under the stations suggests people across 6 Isolas would be playing Muindi, Insulinda, Kotla, Grad, Samara, and even Il Mara. All of this is gone, left unrealized.
My God. It's as if the less money they had, the more ambitious their project became.
Why do you say
The
that?
schedule. I know doom when I see it. The company was running out of funding.
What else?
Nothing. It's just lines on marble. An echo from times long gone. No one has used the fireplace in ages.
The wind howls in from the coal chute above. Money. What is this? Is this the freezer?
You see a terrifying ice
The
bear
ice
with a
bear
strange
fridge.
compartment in its belly. The door is covered in frost, and the bear's eyes are glowing red. This ice bear is a hyper-carnivore. Be careful.
Crack the door open.
A gust of freezing cold air rushes to greet you. You hear a low grumble as the bear regulates itself. This is the inside of a refrigerator.
I got that.
The lieutenant takes a peek inside. His hand has found the holster of his gun.
Me too, Kim. Relax, Kim. No. It's fine. Kim, hold that gun. This thing might come to life.
The shelves are empty. All you see are crumpled ice cream wrappers with the brand name, Revachol Ice City. A handwritten note has been attached to the door. The fridge is huge.
This is clearly the fridge. It looks big enough for 2 corpses. What is this giant bear-shaped fridge doing in an abandoned cellar in the first place?
Good question. It looks like an ice cream fridge.
So they tried to sell ice cream from this hyper carnivore?
I know. What an unfortunate marketing choice.
Things like this get made and I genuinely wonder why sometimes. Like you go somewhere sometimes, like you go to this little town and there's an ice cream shop where everything looks like it's 25 years old and has never been properly cleaned, and it's a bear that's shaped like a giant fridge, and you wonder who in their actual right mind spent that much money.
What is even worse, the bear is still costing them money to this day.
Cuno's growing on me. Cuno is, however, costing them money to this day. The lieutenant points at the red snaky cable running from the fridge.
The fridge buzzes with energy. The electricity bill on this thing must be catastrophic.
I mean, they could take it off, right? They can unplug it. Examine one of the ice cream wrappers.
A friendly cartoon bear smiles back at you
See, like-
from a glossy cellophane wrapper. It looks nothing like the fridge. The paper still smells of vanilla and chocolate.
This is clearly the fridge. Take the note from the door.
You pocket the note and the little fridge magnets keeping it on the door.
You didn't need to take the fridge magnets, darling. Okay.
It's certainly an eccentric choice, but it is capacious and cold enough, too.
But the optics on this are awful, he thinks. We need to be as silent as we can.
When he says optics, what does he
Shall
mean?
we go and get the body then? I'll take the head, you take the feet. The stairs won't be easy, but we'll manage.
I think we can do it.
The two of you. Easily.
Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Let's do this.
The body is heavier than you expected and stinkier. It takes half an hour to get it down to the basement. Then 10 more minutes to stuff it into the fridge. The lieutenant takes a step back to admire your handiwork.
Beautiful. A dead body in a nice bare fridge. This is some of the best police work I've ever done.
You've definitely earned a drink after this. Perhaps even some pagan rites.
Yes, we need to celebrate by performing pagan rites. Let's bring out the meat and set it on fire. You think it's good work?
No, not really. Look at that. What have we done? We stuffed a dead body in a nice bare fridge. This story does not leave this one.
He means it. He doesn't want to be the ice bear cop.
We did our best with the means at our disposal. This isn't police for Kim, it's art. We're artists. This is our vision. This is our vision, Kim. I think this is a glorious achievement and people need to hear about it.
No, they do not. They need to hear about our uneventful, boring, downright conservative murder investigation. At least we've stopped the body from decomposing further. Now you can conduct another inspection under controlled circumstances.
Kim loves me, so I don't really care what I say to her.
Inside the icy realm of the ice bear fridge, the corpse stands slumped, waiting.
Let me try to remove his shoes.
I thought we decided to leave it to processing. Let's not turn this into some kind of circus.
Oh, he might be right. I can try. I can retry. Fuck.
You touch the dead man's body. His skin is cold, light blue and silvery in the light of the fridge. You still have no idea where
It's
to
just
begin
too low.
or what to even do with him.
It'll come to you sooner or later. At least he's safe here until then.
Yeah. He's right. We'll leave him here. And I still need to explore the room a little bit more. The flashlight casts a strange shadow. There's a hidden doorway here. Whoa, 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 whoa. Ooh. 2 rusty rifles are hidden above the pipe bang. They look inoperable.
A few bricks have fallen off, revealing a
Ooh.
compartment behind the wall. It's too dark to see in.
Where are we? Look around the secret room. Look, there's a hole in the wall.
There is, yes. And there also appears to be something inside the hole. Interesting. Do you want to take a look?
Do you want to do it? I don't know if I want to let Kim look inside. I'll look inside myself.
Your hand reaches deep into darkness and spiderwebs. Rummaging around, you find rusty rifles hidden away.
Rifles, Kim.
Are these any good?
Inspect them.
Most of them are rusty and inoperable, like the rest, but one catches your eye. Bolt-action model with a fine wood stock, in better cosmetic order than the others.
When do we start our old man Yowie?
Take it. You're a police officer. Police officers carry guns.
This one looks nice.
That's a rare sight. Seems to no longer be functional, but still a beautiful thing in its own way.
Damn. Where are we?
Seems like an old bunker from the Revolutionary period. Look at all those rifles. Must be an old weapons cache. It means there are firearms, albeit inoperable, still lying around in Martinez. It's an interesting coincidence, I would say. Might come in useful in the future.
Okay, but they don't work.
He likes this find.
Frozen ice cream maker that's still running. Ooh, look at that top. Insane. Mesh tank top. Ooh, the drama. I'll put that shit on. Yes. I have -1 drama, so at least I'm +1ing that drama back up now. A ball used for playing shot put. A broken Melgrave from the past. Handwritten note from the French.
The note is written with a blue pencil on a piece of lined office paper. The kitchen magnets have left spots on its surface.
Does it say anything interesting?
The lieutenant leans closer to read the crumpled note over your shoulder.
This is tangential at best, but the lieutenant's detective instinct is still active.
Read the note.
Someone has scribbled, S. I can't believe the off-site copy is still here. The illiterate ginger kid keeps stealing stuff from the studio, so I had to hide it somewhere safe. You'll find the filament memory with the off-site copy in the frozen ice cream maker. Please take it home, ASAP. It's important. I'd do it myself if I lived in a civilized place with a freezer. Take care. Sully Swaff.
Right here. The frozen ice cream maker was right here. Who's the illiterate ginger kid? It's Cuno.
Really? You don't have a single guess?
You mean Cuno?
Oh, I'm sure that child would love to get his hands on the filament memory. Even if he doesn't know what to do with it, he'd probably try to pawn it for speed, based on our encounter.
Wonder who wrote that note.
Someone who owns a radio computer? My guess is as good as yours, officer.
What's the filament memory?
It belongs inside a radio computer, storing its memory. It's like a tape. You listen to disco tapes, right?
Mhm.
It's like one of your disco tapes, only for a computer.
We just passed the frozen ice cream maker unless it's a different one.
I don't know. I assume it's somewhere close to the ice bear fridge.
Yeah.
Didn't you see one right next to the breaker box?
I did, and I know exactly where it is. It's right here. And I guess I'm going back to interact with it.
This orange machine is buzzing like an old submarine. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner on top and an electric freezer that appears to be frozen shut. You slip your fingers under the frozen lid, but the ice is too cold for you to get a good grip. A pry bar would come in handy here. If you want to try again, then you need to have the pry bar in your...
Equip the pry...
Shut the fuck up. I know what to do.
This orange machine is buzzing like an old submarine. It has a hand-cranked ice cream churner on top and an electric freezer that appears to be frozen shut.
Turning it is not... You know what? I'm going to turn it. Because I just don't know what that even means. But if it breaks everything inside, I'm going back.
This orange machine is buzzing like an... Turning the crank feels oddly satisfying. Like stirring your childhood dreams. In the distance, you hear water dripping. It's all gone now. You'll never become a poet or an entrepreneur. What better to assuage the creeping sense of failure than some frozen fat and sugar?
Okay, I don't know if it broke what was inside. I don't think so.
The ice squeaks beneath the pry bar. You think you've got the bar jammed in there pretty well, but the lid simply won't budge.
Yeah, shit. My modifier is -19. Like, yikes. What is this?
You see the pry bar's metal handle bending right before your very eyes.
Yeah, well, that's a good pry bar. I'm not criticizing it, but this ice cream maker is frozen shut. It takes an advanced tool to get it open.
Advanced?
I have no idea, officer. This ice cream maker isn't important enough to requisition a special tool.
Ugh.
Sooner or later, you will stumble upon a tool mighty enough. Then we will know what's in this mysterious ice cream maker.
We know. We read the note. Oh. Gotta take down Cuno's dad. Gotta get the boots off his feet. But I just don't think I can. Find one armor piece. It's 10 o'clock in the morning. So I'm in a pretty good spot. I'm so close to being able to afford those pants off Cuno. And then I'm going to be looking so fit. Another level, huh? I should level my composure up. Just because I have none. And it affects me constantly. And, but I don't know if I really want to use anything just yet. I am at level 3 though. There's something over here.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace.
With 0 in logic. Am I an idiot? At high levels, logic will be able to solve even the most complicated puzzle. You'll be very proud and less susceptible to intellectual flattery. With low levels of logic, you're going to have a hard time solving even the simplest puzzles, even if you find the pieces. You know what? I should put 1 into puzzle. It's not going to really help me. It just gives me +1. And I already have a -1 on it. But something's better than nothing at this point.
Looks like
I
this
love
furnace
so
has
much.
a face.
I hope you're having
and
Baldur's
it's a
Gate fun.
face of
If you're still
agony.
playing. Kim, what is this thing? Is it a furnace?
Looks like it.
Mm.
Looks like an old central furnace used to heat the building. It's connected to the chimney.
He opens the door and gingerly peeks inside.
No one has used it in ages. No signs of any recent fire. Only dead rats.
Smear your hands with coal is wild. Look inside.
It's dark and grimy here. In the darkness you can hear chatter. It's coming from above. A voice or several voices talking to each other. Near the smoke chamber, upstairs. The echo is so prominent, it's impossible to discern what the voices are saying or what's producing them.
What are you doing?
Lieutenant asks when he sees you climb halfway inside the furnace. I'm hallucinating.
Wait, really?
The lieutenant
Take
sounds
your head out
concerned.
of the chimney, please. It's not safe.
It feels safe to know that the lieutenant's got your back, now and always.
When does our old man Yowie start? I'm just waiting.
This sounded real, not imagined.
Smear your hands with coal. Why?
A lush layer of coal now covers your skin, sinking into the wrinkles. Your hands look ancient. You feel the spirit of Ramut Karzai, ancient hero of Grad, pulsing through you. All that's left is to cover your face in war paint.
Absolutely not. I'm not smearing my cheeks black with coal. I am absolutely not. Let's not express ourselves. Let's just wipe our hands clean of our pants.
Yes, how grown up. The furnace agrees.
I'm a grown-up.
The lieutenant seems relieved as well.
See? Kim did not want to deal with me. He loves me, but he doesn't love my actions. Kick it with your foot.
A hollow ring echoes through the furnace. Your toe hurts.
I can't. This is what 1 intellect gets you in real life. The wall collapsed. It is inaccessible now. Let's go beat up Cuno's father with 2 health to our name. Shall we? We have a rifle now. Can we put it in our inventory? No, it's not a tool we can use. It's just an item on our persona. Alas. I guess I'll be coming back. Is that Cuno during the day? Hey, Cuno.
Fuck does Cuno care? Cuno doesn't...
Cuno doesn't fucking care. I forgot. Cuno does not care. Let's try to go beat up Cuno's dad, but I just don't think it's gonna go well. We actually have a few things to do over here, so let's do this first, because I'm worried that my health is gonna get lower with something else. So Cuno's father is a piece of shit, and we're looking to kill him. He lives in apartment 10, a 12? One of these apartments. Excuse me.
Give me a moment.
I'm looking for the parents of a kid named Cuno.
The waiters are at the end of this hallway, right next to the communal bathroom.
Thank you. Where's the communal bathroom? Right here is the communal bathroom, so they're right here. Okay.
A shabby door hangs oddly on its hinges, secured to the doorframe with a safety chain. An unpaid energy bill is attached, threatening to cut off the electricity. It's addressed to Mr. Uno Doroita. Your heartbeat quickens, palms go sweaty. The siren of amphetamine is singing you her song.
Looks like we found where Cuno's dad lives.
And the place comes with 3 months' worth of utility bills.
Knock lightly.
No response. The apartment numbers have fallen off the door, leaving the panel with a sticky 1 shaped shadow and a marker drawn 2. Nothing happens.
Me too.
It must be an ambush. Let's get your adrenaline pumping, just in case. You'll need to equip the chain cutters to enter. Snip right through the metal.
Okay. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
A shabby door hangs oddly on its hinges. Secured to the snip, the cutter goes through them like dead leaves. The links fall to the ground on the other side of the door. Don't let the quiet fool you. The beast is in there somewhere, ready to rip you to shreds with a broken bottle.
Okay. I'm very stressed because I'm about to go beat up this boy's
I know
father.
there's no stopping you, but let's at least make this quick.
There's no stopping me, Kim. Sorry. Oh, there's no one here. Oh, wait. Glossy erotica covers the wall, wrinkled from moisture. Yuck. Kim, be more careful.
A phone book lies open on the table, covering a stack of utility bills.
Oh.
Right next to it, in plain sight, sits a small bottle of amphetamine, conveniently equipped with a straw.
Equipped with a straw? I've located the psychoactive substance on the table.
Good. Confiscate it.
The minuscule amount of amphetamine doesn't interest the lieutenant in the slightest. He listens instead to something in the other room.
Take this beat.
You pocket the bottle as if it were the most natural thing in the world. Don't wait. Celebrate. Blast that shit right here. Take inventory of it once this boring table shit is done. Blast it before you face the beast, Deruita. You're going to need the encouragement.
No, I'm not blasting anything. I need Kim to love me. The air stinks with something sour. Is he dead? No, I hear him snoring. Are those just regular black jeans? Ooh. Ooh, I'm getting sexier and sexier by the day.
A bundle of clothes heaped on the bed. A stained parka, some towels and a duvet. Some socks even. In the dark, it looks like a nest.
Hold up, Lieutenant. Look at that pile of clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Slowly reach out your hand.
Something underneath there is breathing. It doesn't give a shit that you're a cop. Stop your hand now, or you're gonna die. It's not too late. No one's going to blame you for backing out. You don't have to do this. Just get out.
When did I save? Oh my god. Okay, I have to keep going.
Your hand touches a greasy duvet covered in cigarette burns and ketchup stains. You hear a growl. There is something alive underneath it.
I don't know. I have my stuff. I could just leave. I don't know. I don't know if this is the move. Pull a blanket off.
You see a 60-year-old, fat, red-headed man passed out from large amounts of alcohol and God knows what else. The smell of shit rises from his mouth. You don't have to take him down. He's already down.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe we could help him somehow? I took your amphetamine, old man.
What is there to do? We could turn him on his side so he doesn't choke on his own vomit, but he's already on his side.
Excellent form.
We could take him to Remedy or Saint-Baptiste, but he doesn't have money for medical services. The almshouse would turn him down. They don't do charity for people who are trying to kill themselves. Besides, he'll be dead in a few.
Lieutenant stops sitting
The
down.
pile of blankets grunts miserably.
I think I could do this. Is this thing even alive?
I'm afraid it is. Look, it moves.
He points to a fleshy lump sticking out from the other end of the blanket. The limb seems to be twitching from time to time.
And look, the other foot is camouflaged by a striped sock bearing the name Maxtor on the sole. 3 toes are poking out of a hole. A groan rises from the man's throat, dry like a death rattle. He's trying to say something in his sleep.
I can try, but it's 28% chance I'll fail.
The man groans once again, but his tongue keeps failing him. It's impossible to make out the syllables. A hand emerges from the blankets, trying to gesticulate something. And then it dawns upon you, clear and surreal. Pigs, he says. He's trying to call you pigs.
It's just kill. What did you just say?
His hand falls back on the bed, limp and defeated. A loud snore escapes his mouth. He's asleep again.
At least he got to say his piece.
Is this Kuno's father we're seeing?
Well, judging by the color of his hair, I would say yes, it is.
The lieutenant's right. The man's unwashed hair bears a familiar ginger tone. Even the hair on his chest is coppery. The light from the window falls into his half-open eyes. There's still plenty to be scared of here. Just not what you thought.
I was expecting something worse.
I think he's still quite bad. I mean, what he has come to.
Lieutenant tilts his head.
This man won't be feeding his family anytime soon. Not that he was, but at least he won't be beating his son.
A pair of half-open bug eyes is staring back at you from the dark, empty, and frozen. It's clear that the person behind them is not awake.
Hold on, what happened to his eyes?
Can't you tell? It happens to exceptionally committed substance abusers. They fall asleep with their eyelids still open. Not a pretty sight.
This is serious damage. I'm still not sure he's not dead. Suddenly, the man starts growling. 3 words manage to escape his mouth, along with a strong stench of alcohol.
Look, he's trying to communicate.
Ugh. I took your amphetamine, old man.
Silence. Only heat emanates from the sleeping body. He wouldn't be too thrilled to learn you stole his stash. It was the last thing keeping him functional.
Well, he won't remember, so. Okay.
Master Investigator, you just can't keep yourself away from locked and hidden places, can you?
Well, it's my duty as a cop to investigate every square inch of this world.
Attaboy, the world's secrets were made for you. They wait patiently for you to uncover them.
Did I get a new thought? It's clear you like to look inside containers. You like to open doors and see what's behind them? Maybe secrets, maybe more juicy containers? Let's be honest. You like all containers. Trash cans, utensil trays, manholes, coat pockets. Shit, I need to get some of these learned because I think they're just giving me a temporary research bonus right now. I'm not going to give Cuno any drugs. That is not very police of me. I'm not going to hand over some drugs to a child. However, I am over here for a reason. The bonus is a negative to stats, FYI. I know. I
This
see all
must
those
be it.
shitty negative
The
bonuses.
basement door is weather-worn. The copper nails holding the upholstery in place have turned green from sea air, and there's a knocker shaped like a lion's head.
Press your ear.
The leather upholstery is worn and rough against your jaw. You don't hear any movement. In fact, it's oddly silent in the yard around you. No birds chirp.
Key.
You try to be as silent as you can. It takes a bit of rattling of the handle to loosen the bolt. Finally, the door unlocks with a small clack. Thoughts race through your head. Well, buddy, you opened it. No need to go inside.
Oh,
it would be rude. Only curiosity could account for stepping over that threshold. Maybe there's treasure in there. A white alligator. A fountain of quicksilver. As you hold the open door, you can feel the air moving.
How the
a little
quest went.
draft. A whistle.
Like, was I just supposed to open the door or meet with the person inside, or... The smell of disinfectant smells like chemicals.
A row of mugs sits on the shelf. Each one depicts
I like
a human
mugs.
figure. A dark-skinned woman grinning amidst mysterious symbols. A broad-shouldered man shoveling potatoes, and others.
Tap on the mugs.
A little ring. Though cheerful, the images on the ceramic make you vaguely uncomfortable.
Okay.
The images betray a lack of interest in human beings.
Took years.
They are merely
I'm really happy it
unflattering
happened, though.
caricatures.
What do I mean uncomfortable?
The owner of these mugs doesn't like people of other ethnicities very much.
Oh, this might be the mug we found earlier. Thanks. Good to know. I have no opinion on this. Typical asshole.
This person is unhappy. The lieutenant picks up one of the mugs, then puts it back down with a look of disdain.
I'm beginning to feel better about breaking into this man's apartment.
Whip out your yellow man mug and compare.
Yes, your broken mug friend would feel very much at home here. The same humor, the same mocking lines.
There's the missing tin soldier. Whoever lives here might have used the Whirling's container to dump his trash.
Oh.
And now they've drawn the ire of the Union. The plot thickens, as they say.
The plot thickens.
Perhaps you should break into apartments more often.
Do you really think it's the same person who put the dead man's clothes in the trash?
Who knows? I'm not expecting too much from this clothes in the trash lead either way. It might turn out to be some random local matter. But still, a nice
11/11,
coincidence.
Make-A-Wish. Move on for the mugs. No more mug shit. Whoever lives here admires fair-haired fantasy heroes with big muscles. Me too. Me too. Intersolary shirt. Book titled Hidden World of Walking Sticks lies open. I have so many shirts, but I'm wearing my drama shirts, so there's no way I'm taking that off. You can feel the warmth of the red sun on the flag. Morale. Oh, magnesium.
Stretch time.
Is there anything here? I think it was at a certain time. Let Everett know you unlocked the door. No, I was just supposed to unlock the door. That's right. And then see the guy at the apartment tomorrow after 12. Got it. See how this goes.
Does Cuno care?
I took care of the drug situation.
Alright, so you got Cuno's kilo. Here is how we do it. First, you give Cuno Cuno's kilo, then Cuno gives you half back.
No.
That's how we split it. It's the best way. Street way.
I'm keeping it. You don't need more drugs. You're 12. Don't give it to Cuno. I'm not ready to make this decision. Aren't you gonna ask how I got past your dad?
Word on the street is, you sent your little friend in dressed as a hooker, distraction style. That's some sick shit.
Who's my little friend? Kim?
Not a single muscle moves on the lieutenant's face.
Cuno wants to hear all about it, but first we split the kilo, then we shoot the shit.
By kilo, you mean gram, right?
Cuno knows what Cuno means.
You're 12. You don't need more drugs.
Alright. Cuno knew you'd try that sneaky pig shit on him.
Tell him, Cuno!
Cuno's got brains. This shit doesn't surprise Cuno. So Cuno's gonna give you one more chance. Know this, pig. Shit is major.
Major fucking choice, pig!
Cuno won't take this shit lightly. The pieces are moving, pig. This is fucking domino shit.
Not like he thinks, but you can feel it. Somehow, this will change things.
Oh no! Cuno's mad at me!
It's not hard to see at all. You hand out drugs to kids. The lieutenant's faith in your judgment will diminish significantly.
No, like, come on. Like I'm not even, this isn't even like it's Kim versus you, Cuno. What, if any, is the downside of not giving the drugs to Cuno?
None that you can see. No, you can see it. This young man has junior officer material in him. In another life, where he trusts you.
Tick, 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 tick. Decision time. What's it gonna be? You gonna fuck the Cuno?
No one's fucking Cuno. This is staying with me.
Alright. You fucked the Cuno. Everybody, Cuno got fucked by his pocket pig. Just when we getting our business on, the pig throws it all away.
I told you he can't be trusted! I told you. I told you he'd steal the shit!
Relax, see? We got plenty of kilo. Kilo underground, in the tree. This ain't about that. This is about you and Cuno. You mismanaged this shit. Now everything is fucked between us. How are you gonna make this up to the Cuno, huh?
In truth, Cuno doesn't really believe there's anything you can do to make up for this.
Oh.
The damage is irreparable.
I met your dad, Cuno.
Yeah? How the fuck are you still alive, pig?
It was dark in there. We sneaked in. It was what you said. Kim dressed up as a hooker. Full drag distracted him. Cuno, your dad is half asleep alcoholic. He was sleeping under some clothes. Do I want to fuck with this kid? Distracted. No.
The lieutenant flashes you a sharp look, but doesn't say anything. Only his tightly closed lips betray the effort keeping silent takes him.
Fuck out of here. Cuno made that shit up to demean you.
Well, first of all, okay, maybe Kim likes to do drag, all right? There's nothing demeaning about that. Second, fuck you, Cuno.
Look, pigs. Cuno gets it. You don't want to talk about it. Close quarters combat shit. Cuno doesn't want to talk about it either. Combat trauma shit.
He adds after a few seconds of somber silence.
That room was so small. To be stuck in there with him, not an easy fight for a kid.
Cuno, your dad is a half-dead alcoholic. He was sleeping under some clothes. I killed your dad, Cuno. I'm so curious if you actually could kill him.
What?
His eyes become large and round.
His posture changes. The swaying rooster motion stops for a second. Then he gets it going again, reorienting himself.
Fuck right. Cuno's dad was sleeping like a bum. Cuno told ya. Cuno's dad doesn't give a shit about anything. Fucking breaking and entering shit. That's nothing to Cuno's dad. You got lucky, pig. Cuno knew this. Cuno's fucking violent fiend dad's been
Don't let
drinking
my mom
hard
see that
lately.
in chat.
Cuno knew you have a way in. Narrow window. Cuno window.
Cuno window. Come on, kid. Just stop. Stop acting tough, kid. You don't have to be scared of him anymore. Whatever scary thing he might have been, now he's nothing. I was hardcore as a real killer. Do I really want to stay on Cuno's good side? I mean, I don't want to say you don't have to be scared of him anymore. I mean, it's true, but it's just like demeaning. Like things like this are like saying to someone who's depressed, we'll just be happy. You know what I mean? It's like, we'll just don't have trauma. Whatever thing he might have been, now he's nothing.
Yeah. Cuno's dad is fucking nothing. fucking coma shit, stroke shit. Cuno's dad is so fucking violent. He's had a stroke many times. Shit. Cuno's gonna have one too. Gonna be just like Cuno's dad. Speed shit, crime shit, fucking on the bed. Cuno's gonna go out like Cuno's dad. Revachol West style.
Goddamn.
Stop saying all this sad shit, Cuno.
Literally. The whisper comes out smaller than usual.
There's a touch of grief in there.
Fuck are you talking? Sad? Cuno's got hard shit, death shit, nothing shit.
You don't have to turn into that.
Get your fucking nun-ass out of here before Cuno fucks it dead.
Oh my god.
You think because you took Cuno's speed, Cuno's gonna sub like a turn into... Cuno ain't turning into shit. Cuno is
is
that shit.
Literally tiring himself out.
Cuno won! Oh, you won, Cuno!
The relief is palpable. The little hat jumps up and down behind the fence.
He did not win. There is a crack in there now, and it's spreading across the face of his certainty.
I looked around in there. It's not an easy life you've got going on in that apartment.
The fuck do you know about Cuno's life? Cuno's got plans. Get the fuck out of here.
Get the...
Yeah, we got plans.
This is a solid mental defense mechanism.
6
I'm
meters
actually glad that
underground,
Cuno has
below
Cuno
piping from
S,
before
but
the war, the collapsed remains of the Martinez storm drain system. There
Cuno
are
S
2
seems like
stolen
she's losing her
flashlights
mind.
with piles of batteries next to them, beside 2 bedrolls, in the dark and opening into the lower tunnels.
There were tons of unpaid utility bills. I like Shivers a lot.
Fuck right there were. Fucking 3 years or some shit.
Let me guess. Cuno's dad doesn't give a shit about them.
Yeah, that's right. Cuno's dad doesn't give a shit about that electricity and light shit. Just wants to pound on people and drink.
There's no place to live in. You have to find somewhere else.
That's right. It's a shithole. Cuno's gonna move underground. Leroy shit. Ancient shit. Cuno's gonna live in a fucking catacomb.
Yeah, in a tomb, Cuno.
The little one seems overjoyed at the prospect of living in a tomb. I did right not to give you the drugs. Let's conclude this.
That didn't change shit, pig. That only made things worse. Fucking social worker shit. It doesn't work, pig.
It doesn't work, Cuno. Only our shit works.
Okay.
Cuno doesn't fucking...
Yeah. Cuno doesn't fucking care. I got 3 levels. I want to tune into the city a little bit. It just helps me with like world building stuff, but I'm actually pretty high with it already. I have to close the water lock. I just don't know how. To get to the coast, you need to use the panel to close the water lock. What panel? Bitch, where?
Still here. Stuck in this damn jam, my man. What's up?
I could ask everyone for money. You can't do it till Wednesday. I see. I thought it was a before Wednesday thing. I don't think it's Wednesday. It's only day 2. I don't think I've been in here. Move quickly.
A lorry stuck in the traffic.
Oh, I have. It's just a window. Hey, big guy.
Went native on the chief, huh?
Those
ballerina antics were reckless. Should have just punched him in the throat again.
Wrong. You did the right thing with Measurehead. The ballerina antics won you the fight.
Let's talk about our right to work.
I'd rather not. Let's leave. We have to get the hangman's boots. I have to track down my badge, but I don't think I can get it yet. It's unclear how I should go about finding this little piece of plastic. The smoker on the balcony I can only do after 21 o'clock. Evrart, I need to let know that I opened the door, so I guess I could do that really quickly. Okay, I think Evrart was this way. Down here, perhaps? No, maybe not. I can't remember how I got to this place. Here we go. I couldn't open this before, and I
You're
doubt
back
I'll
before
be
the cargo
able to
container.
now. Yeah. Persuading the door to open is the wildest thing I've ever asked anything to do. Like Cheetos.
Oh, hey, mister. I knew you'd be back to talk with old Leo here. Yes, I did. It's like Lady Larice said when she opened a bathhouse in the basement of my apartment building. They can only get so far before they're aching to get back. And lots of folk really did keep coming back.
Let's keep the greetings shorter, Leo.
Sure, mister. Absolutely. I'm always willing to help out nice fellows such as yourself.
Thank you. He smiles his disarming smile and looks you deep in the eyes. I like Leo.
Mr. Dubois, every worker...
He leans towards you, waiting for you to complete his sentence. Is an organ in the great state of organism of war. Also looks just like me.
Hey, why the hell not? Now, how can I help you today?
I did it, Everett. I turned it off. What am I turning off?
What?
The shady brew. You told me to make it even shadier. I didn't. It had alcohol in it. Now there's no alcohol.
Did I? Well done then, Harry. I like not knowing about it, and I'm sure you made the right call. I spend the whole day delegating tasks, and it's a great relief to see people taking initiative.
This guy always throws me for a curveball, man. Like, literally always. I think I'm, like, about to get the +1, and he's like, nope, just kidding. Actually, I didn't care. Actually, I'm happy. I'm proud of you. Actually, I'm your father that you never had, and I'm really proud of you.
I don't even want to know what all of that means. Brew, shady, alcohol, turned off. I'm gonna let the world surprise me.
I opened the door as you asked. Let's discuss the murder. I opened the door. Can we discuss the murder?
I'm very glad to hear that, Harry. One question. You didn't actually happen to stumble in and see what's inside the apartment, did you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
There is no way to sway this man in any direction. He is unsuggestible and unswayable. Just tell the truth.
I may have gone inside and seen a collection of racist mugs.
Just as I thought. Culturally antiquated mug collection. What a weasel. Pissing on Evrart's Rainbow Coalition. Now let's get down to brass tacks. It's time for men like me and you to figure out who's killed who and why. Real police work is gonna start happening now. I promise you, Harry, this is gonna be good.
The mug collection I mentioned was in the apartment. I found a similar mug in the trash with the hangman's clothes.
Racist mugs in the trash and in the apartment? You guys are just light years ahead of me. I have so much confidence in the ability of your organization. I'm relieved you're doing this and leaving me to do what I do best. Helping people. With the power of politics.
Yes, yes. Do you think this weasel is somehow connected to the murder?
That's the connection we're making.
Oh, no, 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 no. I don't cross paths like that.
He's being
All I want is for you to succeed in your investigation. I would never complicate things for you.
It sounds like he would complicate things for me. But this weasel might have cleaned up after the killers.
Believe me, Harry, he's a nobody. Just your basement variety nobody. Can't imagine him being connected to a high-caliber case like this. But he does live nearby. Maybe it's a pedantic weasel. Fascists are known to be neat freaks. I feel like a real detective right now, Harry. Am I getting this right?
There's more to police work than whacking an imaginary baton.
Of course, Harry. I'm not a real police officer. You are.
He's great with the manipulation.
That's all he's going to say on this subject.
You said the lynching and the strike are related.
By now, I'm sure you've figured out who the dead man was working for. The bad guys. Wild Pines. Sent to scare us. Another violent measure of the top hats against us flatcaps. Harry, this strike is the culmination of many, many mistakes made by the Wild Pines group. They tried to shut the strike down by sending in armed mercenaries.
You mean our victim?
A security contractor.
It's so good.
Can you imagine that? Workers standing in peaceful protest, united in the spirit of fellowship, and they send hired killers to mow us down with machine gun fire?
This guy literally is conversational judo. He hits you with your own fist. It's really cool to see how fleshed out the characters are in this.
He performs a motion.
She said
as
she
if
liked my
spraying
hair.
bullets from a machine gun.
I'm talking beasts. Hardened killers from proxy wars in Yisut, Semenine, Saramaritsa. You name it, they've done it. Raping, killing, burning villages, killing little children for the Senorita Pineapple Company, Harry.
Aye. Okay.
Everything they did there, they brought over here. They want to turn Revachol into a third world slum. Honestly, the only thing they didn't do is kill the village elephant.
Hold on, you have a village elephant?
No, Harry, the elephant is metaphorical and so is the village, but the mercs and their brutality are very real.
Okay, go on.
Now, I haven't personally witnessed the brutalities out there.
Well,
I have the luxury of staying in my container, you see. If I need to go somewhere, they just move my container.
So stories is what I'm hearing here. More stories. Wait, they moved the container?
Yes, I'm an old man, Harry. My legs aren't what they used to be. They lift my office with that big crane. It's actually very fun. You should try it.
Oh.
But enough about me and my fun container. The killers the company hired, I think there were 3 of them, all hardened commando types. One of them got downright suicidal, getting drunk, violent, a little rapey. Even their own negotiator couldn't control him. That's your boy, the one who likes hanging out and trees.
So this is the one who died, right?
By negotiator, you mean Joyce?
Harry, what you need to realize is, we dock workers are not pushovers.
Do not ignore my boyfriend, Kim. Evrart. Mistake number 1, okay? Don't ignore my old man, Yowie.
We got grit, Harry. This whole neighborhood does. Push us hard enough and we push back. And when we do, we push to kill.
He doesn't say that with any enthusiasm. We push to kill.
An entire neighborhood of killers.
The whole neighborhood is in on it?
Potentially, Harry, potentially. We got arm wrestling champions, rowing club people, ex-coal miners, tough guys, all ready to spring into action for their home base.
Who exactly did the pushing?
There's a militant wing inside the Union. A group of people whose duties don't involve manual labor, but peacekeeping in the neighborhood, making sure everything runs smoothly. They're like you guys. Idealistic people who want to make sure bad things don't happen. And if they already have, well, punishment must follow.
Punishment must follow.
So these idealists killed our victim?
One day Titus Hardie, leader of this peacekeeping faction, comes up to me and says, "Boss, socialist democratic fervor drove us to take it upon ourselves to kill this beast that was burdening the land." He probably worded it differently, but that was the idea. Sure sounded to me like they killed him. I gave them 2 weeks paid leave and told them to lay low to avoid retaliation.
Okay. So Titus Hardie is the one I'm looking for.
Aren't you worried we might arrest them for this?
Oh, I'm not at all worried about that. These are not the kind of men who get arrested. They're Martinez boys, tough and gritty. I'd like to see the man who takes them in. Besides, I sent my lawyer girl to look after them.
Oi, I don't like this guy.
If he's just boasting, then it sure doesn't feel like that to you. He's not worried.
How do you know the mercenaries were hired by the shipping company?
How do I know? Let me tell you about these people. That's their MO. It's what they do.
I need a sensory dog.
Last winter, some poor workers in Terminal E went on a little strike. The company sent in Sediment, a security contractor. The strike was over the workers' right to wear protective footwear, Harry. These guys turn up and start beating people. Tell you what, Harry, I wouldn't be surprised if we got the same mercenary company after a little rebranding. And I'm sure as hell not surprised to see an army of scabs under my gates.
So you believe the scabs were organized by the security contractor?
You said it. Hell, one of those guys looks big enough to take down that proverbial elephant. Boys like that don't just happen to show up during strikes.
He's not scared of them. If anything, he likes them being here. Strange.
You mentioned a lawyer girl.
Oh, Liz is a bright one. I paid for that law degree myself, thinking it'll probably turn her all fancy. But hell, Harry, she came back a firebrand socialist. Sometimes she scares me with her zeal.
Tell me about Titus Hardie and his crew.
Oh, they are simply fine young men. All
But I
7
got
of
you.
them.
I'm here for you.
Exemplary union members. Always working to advance their position in the local socialist democratic movement. Core members. Old Theo used to run them, but things really kicked into gear when Titus took the reins and named the group after himself. Gotta love his initiative.
Interesting. Who's second in command?
They're almost all of them great guys, born leaders. Whatever happened, I'm sure they only had the best interests of Martinez and Revachol in mind. Work with them. Hell, interview them. But don't fight them. They really are just like you. Men who like beer, women, and some order on the streets.
I don't like beer, but I do like women. And I kind of like a little bit of order on my streets.
You know what, Harry? I got a feeling they're gonna show up in full force tomorrow.
Aye.
The lieutenant marks something in his notebook.
In the future, I could use your backing. Can you ask the Hardie boys to cooperate?
But of course, it's the least I can do for my good friend Harry.
Woman-flavored
I'll do
beer.
it right
Yuck.
after we've concluded this talk.
When you meet this Titus, tell him about this.
What do
See
women
what he
even
has to
taste
say.
like?
Also, Harry, here's 5 real.
Wait, why are you giving it to me?
I'm not giving you anything. I'm just holding out 5 real.
Needless to say, this is another move. Don't take it.
I don't need it. I only wanted you to help me with the Hardie boys.
Oh, I wasn't offering it to you, just holding it out there. But I'm willing to share information.
For your information. For your information.
Was it a good talk? I'm not sure we made much headway here. I was hoping we'd bust the case wide open. Heck, I even wanted to tell you what I really want to achieve with the strike. I don't know what happened, Harry. I wanted you to feel like Mr. Martinez. And of course, I also wanted you to find your gun. But it's like I can't completely trust you. Yet.
Well, I don't want him to completely trust me, honestly.
Yes, Harry. It's like I can't fully trust you if you're not a man of the left. I want to, but I just can't.
He's been hurt too much in the past by men who aren't social democrats.
I'm not a man of the left. I'm a patriot of Revachol. This is another corporate scheme, isn't it? I'm neither left nor right. I do what my heart tells me to do.
What does your heart tell you about your lost gun, Harry? Does it tell you to forget about it? Or do you think it wants to be found? I think it's lonely and cold. I think it wants to be found, and I have a proposal for you.
It's an inanimate object. It doesn't have feelings.
And what would this entail?
Once again, I require nothing unethical or illegal of you. You just need to get 2 little signatures on this piece of paper, and then mail it to my accountant in La Delta.
I don't need anything unethical of you. I just need 2 specific signatures. Don't care how you get them. Force, non-force. And then put it into an envelope, get a stamp, send the mail, and the cost. Kim, what do you think?
It depends. I don't think what we just got from
What are you
Mr. Clare
thinking?
was very useful.
Honestly, it wasn't very useful, man.
But, he thinks, it's your call.
As I said, it weighs on me heavily. But once we get really talking, well, I'm going to hand you the keys to Martinez, and maybe even help you figure out who's behind this killing.
I'll come back. I can always come back to this.
I'm glad you asked, Harry. The Union is going to build a modern youth centre in Martinez. It will be righteous. We're gonna get those teenagers off drugs and on roller skates. There's a nameless little street on the coast with some old houses around it. Most people have already signed. I just need 2 more signatures to get this mission off the ground, Harry.
I don't think I'm gonna take this. I think I'm gonna reject this for now, and I can come back to it. What will happen to the current occupants?
They are just gonna have to deal with the construction noise for 6 months, and then they'll be living like kings. Right next to a fancy new youth centre, designed by the best architects from Stella Marie.
I'm not gonna take this.
Perfectly acceptable. No one's gonna force you into anything, but I don't know about that gun of yours. You see, I'm a vengeful man, Harry. Part of how I got where I am is that, well, I can be quite nasty sometimes.
I don't know if I wanna... I've been making, like, enemies today in-game, and I don't particularly like it. First Claire, first Cuno. Let's meet you.
But the good news is, the moment you change your mind and want to look into this matter, just tell me, and we'll be buddies again.
Game Basil, I did not make that connection, but the idea that if at some point it comes up that he likes eclairs...
The lieutenant's eyes meet yours, and he shrugs.
I can't wait for the moment it goes, the lieutenant's eyes meet yours. And he looks at you with a gaze that says he wants you. And then he pulls you in. All right, I'm done.
Okay, fine.
He didn't really have anything. He
See
did
you
tell
soon,
me
Debarda.
that
Just kidding.
the men probably killed him. So that's a good thing to know and to move forward with.
It's clear you like the hard stuff, Bruder.
The what? It's hitting the mic. Sounds like my stomach is growling.
Evening falls. The time has come to take the vow.
It's 12 o'clock. It's not evening, man. Vows?
The vows are blood and flesh.
What is my lower intestine going on about?
Lower intestine? The term is metabolic and circulatory system. Fascism, Brota.
No! What is fascism? I can't be a fascist. Intestines are in pain. They're believing in fascism!
Many things, but it's mostly about trusting your gut. Who does your gut tell you is the source of Revachel's problems?
I thought you were my circulatory system.
Quit stalling, Bruta. We're talking about the weakest, worst, most insane thing. The weak link.
Financiers?
Yes, them. But also, women.
I'm literally a woman. How did I get this sexist fucking option?
Women. Men of war.
Oh.
You don't like them. They're insane. Their idiocy needs to be scrubbed
Never
off
mind.
this world with rubbing alcohol. Woo men need to go back
Never
to
mind.
the fucking kitchen.
I take it back. I was right. I was right. I was like, oh, woe of men. Men of woe. I was like, oh, he's talking about a specific type of man. I can get in on this. And then he just went back to the collective of women again.
That's what fascism boils down to. The rest is also important. But the main thing is that women need to know their place.
Is that the heart of fascism? Am I having some kind of stomach seizure?
Stomach truth. You're having a stomach truth.
Why am I getting this?
Because you've said the hard things that others won't say.
I have said nothing about
Good
women.
Things. You've said them many times.
When have women even came up? Fascism sounds bad though. No. What if we call it something else? No, we're not calling it anything. I've made up my mind.
You're going to keep your views, right? Keep your views, Brota.
No. I'm not going to be played by an upset stomach.
There's a slow, painful growl somewhere in your intestines, knocking on your alcohol-engorged liver. It is one of betrayal and disappointment.
God damn. I couldn't. The way they phrased it, me as a woman, brother, was that straight up, like, that was giving such metalhead core. I can't believe you would say those things about women. I would like to let the record show that I have said nothing about women. Nothing. Where's my shit? Fascist. Unbelievable. I'm noticing when you get to 4, I'm almost to ultra liberal. I've hit hard communism, which I'm trying my absolute desperate not to. And the same with sorry cop. I'm super starring hard, and I'm a hard moralist. But other than that, we're going pretty good. It puts me in like the politics of a different world that's very similar to ours. You know what I mean? And I kind of love that. Because I hate digressing into politics. Like, I do not want to digress into politics at all. Am I not running for some reason? There we go. Sometimes I double click thinking it's run, but I actually just have the single click run on. Money. I'm trying to get enough pants so that I can buy Cuno's gear, his pants. There's so much here. The secret passage in the whirling I'm intrigued about in the back, but I don't know if I could do anything with it. The thing I really need to do is talk to those guys. Unfiltered contact.
Ooh, where are these? I am looking so badass. Like, first I was like, who is he? And now I'm like, oh, who is he? In that mesh crop top, oh sheesh. Wearing his RCM patrol cloak. Killing in his black monk straps. I need something with an E at the end. This game is not giving. Also, he's moving so slowly. Come on. Okay. Wait, did you see that? Sometimes I see the little thing and it goes away just as quickly. Also, I never went into burritos. I really should. This woman, right here. I never went in here. I never talked to anyone.
Several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles. The raincoats are transparent, except for the big Fritta slogan on the back.
It's only $4 for the raincoat. I don't need to point to the raincoat and ask what it is. I will not.
The tear machine stands in the corner.
You grow that
a sign says, 1 bottle equals 10 cents.
What is this machine?
Oh,
I haven't talked
that's the tear machine.
This girl. But what is it?
It's a machine for tear. You know, you find tear outside, like bottles or whatever, and put it in the machine, then it gives you money.
Tear. And how do you pick up tear for the tear machine?
You need a bag, I guess. We used to have some, but we gave them all out, so...
She shrugs awkwardly.
Feel free to use it if you find a bag, though. I'm sure there are some out there. Somewhere.
Okay. Melancholy pop song plays on the radio. Yellow roses, dozens of them, tulips too. I could just talk to the girl.
Welcome to Frit. Feel free to look around or something. Everything is out on the shelves.
Before we go on, what is this fritter? What is this frit?
I don't know. Frit?
What is frit? Why is it written with 3 T's?
A 7 to 11 grocery store.
3 T's.
I think they think that the extra T makes it funkier. It doesn't.
I have some questions.
Okay. I'm not really supposed to be chatting to anyone, but...
I need to change this novelty check for cash. Wow.
Wow. I didn't know you worked for the union, sir.
I didn't know I could do that. Okay. She rolls up the giant novelty check, looks like she's seen it before, and slips it under the counter.
Anything else I can do for you?
Blow the whole thing on speed and gin right now. Speed and gin. Great combo. Ask some local dealers, maybe.
Does friend have a warehouse in the back of the whirling rigs?
A warehouse? I don't know. Maybe. I don't really care what Frit does.
Okay. Come on, give me something to work with here.
She looks up from under her brow.
Fine. Frit doesn't have a warehouse. Just a little back room here. Okay?
She turns back to her magazine without waiting for you to respond. Can you tell me anything about the dead body?
I don't really know anything. I mean, I know it's there, but I haven't seen it, so...
Did you know the man who died?
Not really.
Not really? Doesn't mean you knew him a little.
No. I didn't know him at all.
How long has it been there?
I don't know, really long.
What do you think happened?
I don't know.
No need to worry. It's just standard procedure for us to ask around. If you hear anything, let us know, okay?
Okay.
She scratches her nose. Thank you for your help.
Uh-huh.
She brushes a strand of her hair off her face and tries to return to her magazine. Okay. So Fritz has got nothing really here. There's something back here.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles.
You'll have a
nasal
lot of
sprays,
time for
and blister
sure.
packs.
Okay, so then I'll
They
take a little
all
bit of
bear
time.
The Saint Baptiste Pharmaceutics logo.
Just ask me if you need anything from Saint Baptiste.
Oh.
We don't stock prescription meds, but we do have Nosafed, Duramine, Magnesium, and Hypnogamma.
Nosafed.
Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
Yeah, honestly, I'll take another Nosafed.
Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
Better or something. Yeah. Give me the Dramamine.
Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
And I'll just leave this in my inventory for now. I need to be mindful though.
I don't know. Let's see. Nosafed is a nasal spray. Dramamine is a really good painkiller. Magnesium is a dietary supplement. Hypnogamma is... I don't really know what hypnogamma is. I guess it makes you feel less shit. It's recommended to use after lots of partying, studying, or exercising.
Thank you for explaining. You're fine.
Uh-huh.
I don't need more. I don't even care who Saint Baptiste is. Now, looking at the map for half a second tells me nothing. I want to go... find Moral is missing. She's worried he hasn't come back. Let Moral know if you see him. I haven't. I need to get past the gate. The armor. Victim's boots off his feet. Start my gay love affair with Kim. It hasn't happened yet. And I'm really depressed. You see a sturdy woman humming to herself. She seems to be rousing bucks. A good one?
Yes? Hello?
She nods her attention, fully focused on the reading. Who are you?
Me? No one. I'm just a working class woman.
No, I saw that.
She doesn't really want to be disturbed.
Traveling.
What are you doing?
Looking for something to read.
Good, good.
It is.
I'm a policeman.
I know you are.
Everyone can see that. The rectangles.
Do you need the help of a policeman?
What with?
She tries hard to focus on the bookstand.
This citizen thinks she can do without your assistance. Don't buy it. They all need help.
Maybe your husband is missing?
My husband? No, he's not.
Okay, so where could he be?
I don't know. At home now? Out drinking with his friends?
Comrade.
Working?
Okay.
Where is this going, officer?
So what I'm hearing is you don't really know where your husband is.
Yes, but... I don't really need to know where my husband is. Not all the time.
Wouldn't you like to?
No.
She looks you straight in the eye. Her right foot is tapping nervously. I'm not helping this woman find her husband isn't missing. Maybe you're right. Maybe he isn't missing. Shut it down.
Of course he's not. It's not like he's a pocket watch. I wouldn't just lose him.
Shut it down.
Water time.
Shut it down, dumbass. Logic 1.
She has the husband is totally lost. You should tell her that it's okay.
Let it go.
She gives you a short nod and shifts her attention back to books.
Get away from her.
The woman before you nods and returns to her
Is that
reading.
Panny?
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
Oh, she can tell me something about the murder victim's missing armor. Okay, okay.
What do I care about some fucking tin eggshells?
Isn't armor art? Art for the body?
Ugh, alright. Sad piggy. I'll give you this one. I saw a little girl in the fishing village running around with military-grade handwear. Look cute as hell.
Wait, the fishing village?
If you haven't been there, the village is a shithole down the coast from the main plaza. Have a good time.
Damn. And there's a little girl wearing the gloves there?
No. That's all the snitching Cindy the Skull does for today. Actually, I don't even know why I told you what I just told you. I have a weakness for animals. It's the animal thing again. Damn it.
She looks at you a little sad suddenly.
Or a weakness for police officers, miss. Thank you either way.
He makes a note in his notebook. Catch you later. So she told us how to get there, but I don't really understand how to go to different places, I'll be honest.
There. Working class drunk. You know what this means, right?
Case solved.
Cracked it. All in a good day's work.
Open and shut. I don't even need to think about this anymore. What did I crack exactly?
What do you mean, what did I crack? Look at how working class that drunk is.
It's her husband. It's the missing husband.
Yes, and you found him. Now go and tell the working class woman. Protect and serve, recruit.
This doesn't add up. I'm only making a fool of myself.
Do marriages make any sense? Does honor? You're not a filthy philosopher. You're an officer of law. It's time to ace this case and not brood over your reputation. We can deal with the perception management later.
I'm not going into this thought. I can't. I'm actually so curious where this goes, but I don't think it's going anywhere healthy for me. This is nonsense.
Not honorable, recruit. Not honorable at all.
Like, who even knows if that man is her husband, you know?
Have you no shame? Whining about your back every time you bring out the measuring tape.
René, you're a man with a fork in a world of soup. Please, let's just try to enjoy the game, alright?
I was gonna stop. I didn't think these two were gonna want to talk to me. Alright, after this.
I'm trying to, but you keep breaking my concentration. You're old. I can see that. We're both old. Now stop grabbing your ass like it's a girl.
These manly men are playing balls. This is a ball game. Grab a ball and play it. Don't ask questions. Shoot first. Ask questions never.
Shouldn't I ask what game it is first before I just start throwing my balls around, man?
No, you got this. There's the ball. You're the game.
Okay. Hand-eye coordination. I got this.
You are immediately surprised by the ball's lack of weight. No matter. You'll make it work. God, this is right. You feel the familiar tremble of
What is he
excitement and
doing?
adrenaline that
You know what I
precedes
mean?
every victory. Time as frozen.
Feel the ball.
The cold metal ball is surprisingly smooth against your neck. It has a pattern on it. Probably a sponsored ball. Yours would only be covered with bumps of learning and scars
Hello,
of victory.
comrade.
Already your muscles are adjusting to the weight, the nervous system calibrating, until you and the ball have merged into a single entity. The man ball is ready.
Let go. Be the ball. What am I doing with my ball? You know? What?
Merde! Bordel de merde! What the hell is your problem?
Yeah, not a weak right triceps, that's for sure.
I don't care if you are a cop. You do not just ruin someone's game.
Oh my
It's so
god.
goddamn disrespectful.
I know. That was so disrespectful. That was like the worst.
A man his age getting worked up like that? Better watch that blood pressure.
I'm sensing anger, but I don't understand why.
Vandalized our game, son.
I hope you win. Thank you.
You can't play petanque with 5 bull.
Thank you. Sorry, an honest mistake. Are we good?
No, we are not good, goddammit. We want our bull back.
Take it easy, René. This is just a misunderstanding, isn't it, officer? No harm done.
Of course there's harm done, you orange slug. You owe us a goddamn bull.
I have another ball. You want it?
Will this... No, it will goddamn not.
Come on.
Thank you, officer. This is really something. Honestly, I think it's better than our old bull, even.
Aw.
Mon Dieu. All right, fine. What do you want, officer?
Just talk. It'll smooth things over. Old people like attention.
Okay. I'm going to come back to this. I'm going to stop here. I'm going to come back to this. Because I'm going to stop here. Let me say goodbye to YouTube first. YouTube, you have a great day. Take care of yourselves. Thank you for hanging out. And kudos to you. Mwah. Later, YouTubers. Later, tubers.